I'm still coughing my...
Hey, welcome everyone to the Skylar Matt After Party.
Woo!
So far in here we have, of course, a guest of honor who's not going to be with us for too long because he does have other obligations that life requires. So he's going to be with us for about 15, maybe 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Anyways, by the way, guys, just for record's sake, both Skylar and Kyle are very good friends, and they're actually both at Kyle's place right now. And I've decided to
Garage Zone.
to dub them the Bong Brothers. So that's what they're going to be calling them from here on out. And of course, Kyle is also here with us. And
it's an honor.
below me here, we've got our financial guru, Mr. Irish Swedes, with us. My brother from the other coast, Mr. Canadian Ollyman, is with us. The golf disc golf pro. He's on the circuit, man. Aficionado. There you go. And of course, currently out having a quick blaze up is Mr. Mikey Famine, my producer extraordinaire, who's also with us. And we do expect other folks to jump in here with us. So if you are interested out there in the chat, you want to jump in, just, let me know. Hello, Christian Watkins. Hello, Randolph. Hello, Tons of Mice. Hello, Manuel, a.k.a. J.R. Cleet.
Christopher Walken is here with me?
Christopher Watkins.
I'm scared of marsupials. I'm sitting there in the Chinese restaurant having wonton soup. And I'm thinking, how do you get a wonton into a soup? That was awkward.
Of a hot knife.
That is not bad.
Not bad.
It's probably like the 8 millionth fucking impression online that everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I had it up my ass.
5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No one will know.
If anyone would like to get into Tons of Mice's private stuff, there's his passwords.
Whoa. Juicy.
By the way, Christian Watkins is the one responsible for all those hilarious memes you guys have seen. Just FYI.
There.
I just finished doing a big session of hot knives and I can't stop coughing.
That
means you did it right.
That's right.
Exactly. I'm gonna cough to get off.
Fuck, Ollie, I wish I was over there with you. I'd like to do some hot knives. It's been a long time.
Never tried it myself. But then again, I don't really get hash around here.
Oh, yes, of course, Madam Who. I'll send you a link. Hang on here. Oh, yes, you actually messaged me, too, and I didn't see it. My bad.
It would have been better if you guys would have been here, because then I would have got a break between the toes. While I was driving one for you guys, I would have got a break.
That's the wrong link. Hang on 1 second. I should probably post this in the chat one more time before I re-click the link to give to you, Madam Who. So help out recovering from religion here. And that is the link for donating. If you can spare even $25, that would be great. It's right there in the chat, both here and on YouTube and also on Twitch. So help out if you can, man, because I just did my spot there a little while ago, and we had a lot of fun doing that. And 1 second, Madam Who, I'm just going to copy the link right now and send it to you. Oh, now Christian wants in too. I don't know about that. There we go.
So it's everyone's plans for tomorrow.
Pretty much sound good.
I will be
Hi.
smoking ribs.
Oh, really? How do you roll
That
those?
sounds like a hell of a time. I think he puts them in a pocket.
Gigantic paper.
A
Do
steamroller.
the 3-2-1 method, where you do 3 hours naked, 2 hours braise in butter,
Oh, yeah.
brown sugar, and apple juice, and then 1 hour
This man knows what's up.
with barbecue sauce slathered on it.
Hello, children.
Which sauce do you prefer? Do you make one or do you buy brand name?
I prefer anything that's usually a maple syrup blend.
Okay. So are you also from up north, up in Canada as well?
No, I am
Yes.
from Omaha, Nebraska,
He's from Toronto.
Nebraska?
where all the best beef comes from.
Omaha State.
Yep, world famous.
Cool.
We're the only airport with a giant meat locker that you can shop in.
That's interesting.
So yeah, if you actually want some of the best meat,
You take steaks on the plate.
you go to the airport to shop at the meat locker.
That's
I'm sick of these motherfucking steaks on these motherfucking planes.
There you go.
Now I want steak.
Steaks on a plate. Yeah, I haven't had a good steak in a hot minute. That sounds good.
I would love
It's just
to
because it's
watch
been
an
so cold.
animated
It's not really
short.
grilling weather.
Yeah, I would love to see
Dude,
an animated short of steaks on a plane. Somebody get on that.
Dude, let's get on this right now. This is like the time where all the good ideas are getting come up with.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about that. This is my after party, after all.
More like high ideas. Yeah.
Yes.
Ideas.
Ideas. I like it.
Oh my God, is that
I
a
think that
thing?
it's actually a website, or it used to be anyway. It was very popular back in the day.
Okay.
Like it's like Twitter for weed heads, and they just get on there and be like, I wish that I had a gorilla that I could teach to roll joints. Then I could ride on his back through town, always smoke joints.
Just so
That
you
sounds,
guys
like,
know.
that sounds like we miss Mitch Hedberg so much that we want to try and make the jokes that he would make.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we'll go around the horn. Your favorite Mitch
That one.
Hedberg joke.
Hold on. Just so you guys know, I'm going to make
Thank
this
you.
quick announcement here. Actually, Madam Who is just going. I don't know
hello,
which
Madam
one of you
Who.
guys is moving around so much that's making all that
Skylar.
crinkly noises.
Yeah,
I think that's Skylar.
I
That's
think it's
doing
Skylar.
it.
It's me. I'm all fidgety.
All right. Well, just so
I'm
you guys
just
know,
hoping.
we finally got Madam Who scheduled to come on the show to share her story with us as well. So, right?
I lost it. I can't find it right now. I had to turn something off. Hang on.
Oh.
Oh, and Skylar, I muted you, homie. Just give me a thumbs up when you're good.
There we go. Yes, I'm back.
Hi. Okay, good. I'm just letting everyone know that we finally got you scheduled to come on and share your story with us.
Yes, I'm very
Excellent.
excited.
That'll be Saturday, March 19th. So it'll be a Saturday. So bring beers.
Yeah. Ooh. I'll bring
Uh,
one.
I had to screenshot that because that is a moment of pride for me when Tons of Ice gives me fucking points. Yes. Yes! I did it, guys. Senpai noticed me.
Apparently, the one making all the noises, Ollie's imaginary dog.
I don't think it is. No, it's not my dog.
Tons, what's Ollie's imaginary
You're my dog.
dog's name?
Yeah, can you guess? What's the dog's
tell me
name?
what the-
Ghost.
He'll make up something.
Bud.
And it doesn't matter what name you choose, we can say it out
Whisker.
loud. She will not answer to it because she is absolutely deaf.
Oh well.
Yeah. She turned 12 back in October, right? So she's been half
same
deaf for a
month
couple of
as me.
years. She's been half deaf for a couple of years, and she's been deaf now for at least 8-9 months. 2 years. If I was to yell as loud as I could, she might react to it.
Is this the dog's name? Bongo?
Nope, that's not it.
Mbongo was her name. Oh,
Frisbee?
Nope, sorry, that's not it.
That's so good.
Is it disco?
Nope, that's not it.
Biscuit?
Piper?
No.
No, that's not it.
Is it hashish?
I wish. No, that's not it. I did not get to choose this dog's name. This dog came to me. She was already 5 years old.
I heard that.
B made a good point. How do you know she's deaf? Maybe she's just sick of your shit, Ollie.
How do I know? Because whenever I used to be able to just throw her treats in her tin dish and the clanging noise would get her running to the dish.
Right.
And she no longer does that.
Okay.
So no matter how pissed off she would be at me, she'd be reacting to the dog treat noise. Right?
Dog's name is Neil now.
No,
That's
not Neil.
It's not a very, very feminine name. Maybe Nelia or something.
Hey.
So Skylar,
Hello.
hear me?
Yeah.
I missed the first half of your story, but you look familiar. Do you have a podcast or were you at the
No.
forum or anything?
No. Never done anything like this before, really.
No, he just shadows Kyle around.
Okay.
I did watch Kyle's story for a little bit, for about half of it. Yeah.
So deaf and sick of your shit.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be.
Oh.
I think I should send B a link. If B is okay with that.
Of course, you should send B a link.
I'll do it.
I
I don't know who B is.
All right.
B is a good buddy.
Great.
B's an awesome dude.
With a name like B.
So Swede, what is your story?
How much
You're
time you
just
got?
always hanging
He's
out
just
there.
an asshole. I just leave him alone.
He knows a lot of numbers.
So he
Oh
finally
my
speaks,
God.
and the first thing he does is insult Swede.
That's
all
my
why
life
we have
all
story.
he ever
It's
does.
my life story, to be honest with you. Go ahead, Swede.
There's like a picture of me next to Christian's bed where he like curses at it before he.
There's two. Don't lie. There's two of them. One of them in the nude. For no particular.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Just
Yeah,
cause.
somehow he caught me nude when I was in Wisconsin one day. And
Do we have to move this over to Pornhub? Is that what's going on there?
It's going to be a new
It
link
would at
for
least
that.
get like 3 or 4 views probably until people are like, what the fuck are they doing?
Nobody's naked. What's going on here?
I mean, my spouse
Yeah.
would probably be at least one.
Next.
Thumbs down.
There's a good name for the dog. Canadian Ollie dog.
No, that's not it.
That
Pornhub is
has
actually,
potential.
Pornhub actually has about 20% of its total stream time as people playing games because they either got canned on YouTube or Twitch.
I've heard that.
something. And so they just go to Pornhub and just stream games.
Do you
I'll be
know,
right back.
dude? If I was fucking Christian,
I found my breakout. I know where I'm gonna stream.
I was about to say that is like the most edgelord thing ever. Like, oh man, you want to check out my fucking video game stream? Check me out on Pornhub, man.
I'm dead serious.
Well, and there are people that make quite a good living reviewing mods for games, and there is a whole. And if you know like Skyrim and Oblivion and stuff, there's a site called Lovers Lab, which
Oh
has
no.
which has a bevy of adult mods for Skyrim, and so. And MXR Mods is the guy's name, and he will review basically anything on there. And Pornhub is one of these sites that he uploads his videos to.
I want to see your moon jacket, Swede. Come on.
I'm with
What?
it. That's cool.
You didn't see that? Swede works for the Moon Police. Show them your jacket, Moon Major Swede.
Moon police.
Moon.
I don't even know what he's talking about right now. I'm kind of curious.
It's okay.
I might be too high for this moon police business. What
I
is
think
going
he's
on
had a
here?
little bit too much of that Arkansas moonshine.
Let me just tell you right now. That's so good.
Christian just found the naked gamers.
Yep.
It's better than that.
He only needs 30 seconds, but it's 2.5 minutes for cleanup.
It's more like 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
That's why I use a bucket.
Oh, that is rich.
Is that code for disgusting?
No, that is my style, sir. That is good stuff. Rich is delicious.
Oh my God! Speaking of rich, I had tonkatsu ramen yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Oh
With the fish cakes?
no,
Maybe.
The Naruto fish cakes?
no,
Hey,
I don't
B.
like the
I'm
fish
back.
cake, and I'm not.
Hi,
I don't think
guys.
I can
What's
have
up?
it. Yo,
How we doing?
Oh, you know. We're doing all
How you
right.
doing, B?
Mr. B.
Hello, Mr.
Kyle and Skylar, nice to meet you. And
Nice to see you, man.
CJW and Ollie and Mikey and Sweet and Madam, who I don't know because I don't know her, but it's nice to see you. And how you doing, Neil?
Oh, you know, I'm surviving.
Yeah, B.
That's
Check
all
it
we
out.
can do, man. If you survive,
this.
then it's just a win.
Watch this,
Exactly.
B.
Madam Who is in school to get her doctorate. Then
Oh,
she
no,
can
I
get her
saw that.
TARDIS, then she can get her TARDIS.
True.
I saw that
Actually-
earlier.
Actually, he's my ex. Doctor Who. He's my ex.
oh,
Your ex?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
It's
Talk
long
about
and
who?
complicated
Oh,
and
when you're
long
on the
problem.
show, we're going to talk about it.
That's right. You gotta. It's reveal day on the show.
That's right. That's right. What's it like floating around space and time in the TARDIS, anyways?
Yeah, it's it's not what you think.
Isn't
So
that what
just
we're
how
doing?
big is it on the inside compared to the outside?
Just on the
You'd be
earth.
surprised.
I
That
Well,
picture-
guys, I hate to cut my own party short, but I am going to have to log off now. I'm going to be
Well, it's
heading
great
home.
talking to you, man.
was Kyle
Right
kicking you out of
on,
his
It was
house?
nice meeting all of you, and I will surely be joining more after parties.
Absolutely,
I like
Skylar.
it.
You're always
Yeah,
welcome.
dude.
And Neil, if you would, send me a link to that fundraiser.
I shall do that right now, actually.
Thank you. All right.
All right.
Have a good one,
guys.
Sky.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Oh, hang on, I gotta find it again.
And I will be right back. I'm gonna go see him out.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Now we got a Jags in the chat. The Stags, Jags.
I was just
Oh,
gonna say drop one there for Stags on Pop. Yes.
Staggerson.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, nothing.
Who's that old song? Stagger Lee. Old song.
No,
Stagger
Steely
Lee.
Dan.
Steely Dan.
Okay.
What?
No, Stagger Lee. Wasn't it Johnny Horton? Johnny Horton song? No, maybe not. I can't remember.
Where the hell is it?
What are we looking for? Oh, you're trying to
I
find
don't
the
know.
link.
I'm
Trying to
waiting.
find the link.
Yeah.
Oh.
How
Uh,
big is it on the inside? How big is
Those-
what? Oh, mice. What?
Why are you so anxious?
I was giving Woodford shit to earlier.
I'm going to let my dog out. I'll be back in a minute.
Why can't I copy this?
I usually just
Yeah,
say
you
talk to a
chat.
man about a horse, but okay. Let your dog out, however you want to say it.
I know how I'm going to do this. I know how I'm going to do this. Let me try it the other way. I'll use my phone and just send it to him via the phone.
There you go.
Because it's actually the YFNA.
You guys are so high tech here.
Video that's going on still right now has the link. Well, let me just mute that shit. And
That's how I do it. Do everything through my phone. Screw it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Screw the phone. What? No.
No. I just go into StreamYards on my phone and send a link on my phone to everybody. Half the ones I create are on my phone because I'm at work and I go, fuck, forgot to set up tonight's show. It's like 3 p.m.
You guys set it up before you go live?
All right.
I mean,
Messenger.
sometimes 15, 20 minutes before, sometimes 3 or 4 hours before.
No, I ain't got time for all that shit. We're going live when I go on.
And it has been sent. There
So
we go.
Mikey and Mr. B, you have podcasts?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
What are they?
Yes. Mikey does
So-
gaming.
No, I have a
lot of gaming.
podcast. B.
And he has podcasts.
He only plays video games.
What the
I'm
fuck,
just
B?
kidding.
I do so much different, diverse shit. Like
He does
Yep,
D&D. He actually does a lot of shit. I'm giving him hell because every time I look at my phone, Mikey Famine is live on Twitch. I know he's gaming.
Ooh.
But yes, the Bin podcast.
Yeah.
Long story short.
What is that about?
Bins.
It's me.
Those dumpsters.
Okay.
That blade is only sharp on one side. You get them, not me. It is me and my 4 international friends talking about the last week's politics and social issues.
Where are your friends from?
Bins.
They have taken bins and made them into homes. Everybody lives in a bin now.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just trying to make sense of
wait.
the name. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got to come in at some point, right?
What's going on, Dallas, brother? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Oh,
Well,
I
if you
hate
guys
you
have
so
ever looked at
much.
the logo, it's a dumpster. So
Right.
This is
Yeah,
news to me.
like
When did
dumpster
this happen,
fires.
Mikey?
Right.
Mikey,
You trying to say the show sucks, or?
no,
Oh, okay.
he's just trying to avoid them. Oh, CJW.
I gotta
Dude,
give B some shit.
dude,
Come
what
on,
the
I constantly
fuck?
get shit from
What
B.
you gotta play the devil's advocate, bro.
What the fuck?
I started smoking at like 11:40 when I got out, or 10:40 when I got out of bed. Like literally.
You can tell because there's no watch there.
So 10:40 your time would have been.
Dude, well, I got
I started
freckles and niggers.
smoking.
You don't know that? Hair past
freckle
freckles?
past the hair. Yeah.
Oh,
Tear
okay. I
past
see.
freckles.
I
Yeah,
see.
so yeah.
Are you
Basically,
a
the same
Central
thing.
B?
It's like a sundial. I just
Right.
turn my. Now I'm kidding.
Freckle dial.
Now I'm just making shit up. It's a freckle dial. It's a hair
Are,
dial.
are, B, are you in the Central time zone?
No, mountain. I'm
Mountain.
in the
Okay, so
time
3
zone.
hours difference. So I got up at 9 this morning and started smoking at 9:15, which would have been 6 your time. Okay,
Wake and bake.
wake and bake.
Yeah, but all we know
Every
is
morning.
you. If any of the rest of us consumed that much THC in one day, we would just sleep for like 2 days. That's what would happen to the rest. But
No,
you,
no,
you're
no,
like,
no.
All he's a
Here I
THD
am.
monster. He just coasts through life.
If you were to take Ollie's blood and smoke it, you'd probably have a serious trip.
It's true.
Oh yeah, probably.
Don't let them Don't even let them scratch you.
And if you got the wrong part of my blood, you get a
Always
flashback
scratch
like you wouldn't believe.
What was that?
I said, if you got the wrong part of my blood, you get a acid flashback like you wouldn't believe, dude.
Oh no.
The cobras. The cobras.
I think if I smoked your blood, I'd probably have the urge to go disc golfing.
Maybe,
Yeah, 100%.
or to smoke more pot.
While disc golfing.
Well,
Exactly.
probably
Then Neil would run home from disc golf and let the dog out that he doesn't have.
Yes. Yeah. The cat would look at me like, I'm not a dog.
What are you doing?
Oh, I don't like the way.
Put
I
my
shit in
goldfish
the house.
back. Put my goldfish back in the fucking bowl. What are you doing?
Let's take Ollie's blood.
Yeah, no, I'm not comfortable with
That's Mike's
that.
is a vampire now. all of a sudden.
You know what? You know what? Yeah. Give us your blood, Ollie.
I ain't
know how
giving you my address. You're gonna get my blood.
Give us your blood.
You know how the
Ollie.
religious anti-vaxxers are all like, I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm covered in the blood of Ollie. Penetrating that.
Turn behind
I'm bulletproof, virus-proof, bacteria-proof.
Guaranteed never to be sober again.
Yes, that's right.
I don't rust. I don't age.
Like
And
I-
never stop eating.
all these blood cells run through his veins, bumping into you to go, hey, dude, what's up, dude?
What's up, man? Whoa, yo, didn't I see you yesterday, man?
Did you get any of what Ollie ate yesterday? All that fucking shit that he ate yesterday was awesome.
It was. Man.
Oh,
Wow.
Damn, you're killing me.
Now that we've thoroughly put Ollie through the ringer.
No, hold on. I got one more dunk on you. Hold on, real quick. Ollie cells are just like sitting there. Bro, you look familiar. They're just all in this fucking
Hey, I just want you to picture something here, guys. I donate blood every
I know
58 days. So somebody's getting that blood out there and getting it.
Wow.
Get fucking
Dude
ripped.
goes to the hospital, he needs a blood transfusion. He's like,
I need some blood,
feel
man.
so
I really
good
need some
right
blood.
now, man. I don't even
Need
hurt
some
anymore.
blood,
Bullet
man.
wound? Blood?
Whoa, best blood ever.
So trippy, man.
You guys want to go to
Yo,
TGI
bro.
Fridays?
Yeah, I got the munchies now, nurse. Can I get a big bag of Doritos?
Oh my god.
That is funny.
Let's go to Hooters.
Guys are hurting me.
I don't need to be stoned to do that.
So picture this. There's a guy
Right,
laying
hang
on a. Oh yeah, turn on. Yeah, go to your imagination sphere. So there's just this dude sitting there on the hospital bed, and then they come in to give him another liter of blood, but it's Ollie's blood. First thing he does is he opens his eyes, and then they get real small, like he's high, and then he just rips the bedpan out the window and breaks it because it's disc and it's out.
No, now you're just reaching.
No one did anything. Oh no, I tried.
It's like the fourth
Hole in one.
comedy club.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
And the crowd goes mild.
The sixth act of the night after the first
There was
5
two
guys
reactions.
nailed
It went mild.
it. Tough crowd.
I can't dip.
Anybody love Jesus?
Well, it depends on what kind of cheeses you're talking about. I like brie and camembert.
I like cheesies. Yeah, cheesies.
Cheesies are good. I love the white cheddar ones.
Cheetos.
Oh,
Cheetos.
man.
Oh, Cheetos.
Interesting.
Okay.
Why white specifically?
Because I like white cheddar. It's the sharpest cheese.
Like
that
white
you can get.
cheddar popcorn.
Oh,
is
it's
the
sharp.
so it's
Actually
sharp now.
Because it's white. Okay.
Sorry, is there black cheddar? I've never
Thanks
seen
for
it.
tuning
Mikey. I
in,
would eat
everybody.
it.
No, cheddar of color. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know it depends on where you live. Here, they go by black.
From the COC, the cheddar of color.
I asked two guys I know. I just asked them. I live in a totally different region now. What do you guys
Stop,
what words are good
stop
for you?
trying to answer him. It's a trap. He is not. Stop it, Christian. You make them. You can't put them in that situation.
I only do it to be.
Played the infinite mirror trick. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe no. I just saw the What If series. Has everybody here seen What If? I just watched the What If series. Holy fuck, it was good.
Yeah.
What's this?
You know what the best part?
Where do you see that?
3-letter Wordle.
Dave.
Have you seen Worldle?
What?
Where it gives you an outline of a country and you have to guess which country it is?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I've seen Nerdle, where they have like math things you got to figure out.
Ooh.
And what's that map one where they drop you on a road someplace with the Google Maps icon?
That's called
Geocache.
Geocache.
That one's kind of funny too.
GeoGuessr.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, you can go to with Google Maps or whatever, and they have the Street View one. There's a place, I think it's right outside of the. I'm not sure if it's the courthouse or something in London, in England there, and it'll drop you right beside where the TARDIS is. They can drop you, and the TARDIS is there.
Really? Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Coins.
I thought the TARDIS
coins.
usually stopped in Cardiff.
Cardiff. No, the TARDIS usually stops on a soundstage somewhere.
Because if you listen to David Tennant, the TARDIS actually goes to Cardiff because that's where the universal like rip in time and space.
Oh, yeah,
to recharge. As long as if you've watched Torchwood, then you understand that.
Well, I've got it on my phone.
No, that bitch is in Schomburg paper.
Stop attacking me, Christian.
Behave, Christian.
I tell directed jokes to only one person on the panel at a time.
Oh no, it's me and I'm high. No.
Yeah. Speaking of high, I don't think I have a doobie rolled. I should probably roll one. Don't you think?
Hey Neil, why don't you roll a doobie?
Okay. Can I borrow some weed?
Do it, Neil.
Sure.
Do
Here
it.
you go, bud. Well,
Do it.
I don't have much left busted up, dude. I'm gonna have to bust some up for us.
All right, I got some here. Don't worry.
I think we need Christian to record a drop for you of Emperor Palpatine doing the do it.
Do it.
Do it. Well, which one should I roll up? Let's see. I'll use up the last of my Afghan cheese.
Or at least the no.
Did you say cheese?
Yes.
You have to say it with vitriol.
Yeah, and today's been such a good day and a good week that it's hard for me to actually like garner any vitriol for anyone.
Oh, why has it
glad
been
to
such a
hear
good
that.
week for you?
Well, my wife has a new job, one that will actually garner her lots of time for family rather than eating up her time away from family.
Oh, that's good.
Work-life balance. It's an employee-owned company, and all benefits are paid for.
Wow.
Excellent.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
Wow.
No wonder you're in such a good mood.
You got a new wife.
So there's that. She and I obviously
upgraded
to celebrate, went out to dinner, and I had a
Beautiful.
Nice.
Well, congrats.
plate of scallops and shrimp and garlic butter, and it was
Oh man, we're talking about
Hell
food.
yeah.
Did you hear my stomach just went, shut up?
I know.
You know
My
they had a
girlfriend
good
hasn't
time.
fed me in 4 days. You know what that means? I've been eating like cereal. Don't talk about good food.
Oh.
and then obviously
I like
tomorrow I
cereal.
will be smoking pork ribs.
Snickers in.
You know,
Dags.
What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sunshine. How are you?
I was
and
in-
this week,
I
and
was
this
in the
week we found out
shower.
our bonuses and when they're going to get paid and all that. So that's
Oh, nice.
That's awesome, dude. That is awesome.
So it's been one of those weeks where you're like, finally, like karma's
Karma's not real, but things are good for you.
I
Sweet,
disagree
you're in
with
charge of the
last
stock
statement.
market. What the fuck you been doing,
You
man?
disagree all you want. It's not a real thing. It's a human concept.
Yeah,
Well, that's
but
such a real thing.
we all know when we say karma is coming back to us, we all know that we're not saying that karma is real. It's just that
The
things
force
have
is not
reversed for a
eternal.
while.
The force is generated by life. So if all life in the universe was extinguished, then the force would go away too.
No, and
The
Yeah,
force
what?
isn't there to begin with.
you can't. It's not real.
Karma
Well, the
isn't
force-
even supposed to
Okay,
affect you
in
till
the
your next
Star
life.
Wars universe, then my statement.
Star Wars universe.
Moon stocks are
Stocks are up.
It's probably the fall of them
so
Chinamen.
Spags, you have to remember, I'm an economist, not a
Hi,
stock
Bridge.
picker.
Okay.
You're in charge. As far as I know, you run the stock market.
No,
Yes.
No, that's
I
what we call
literally-
everybody's.
I literally-
Weed, stock
Maybe-
market.
I look at what the market did about once a month. That's all I really care.
So I got $1,000.
What?
Where should I put it, Swede?
Don't
I
fucking look
can't-
at it this month.
It
In a
is
bank?
illegal for me to give you advice.
Yeah, you
Don.
can't ask.
Oh,
You can't ask.
okay.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah, no,
still
I'm serious. Don't do that. Because
Here's the thing:
I will.
if someone,
lose everything.
yeah, if someone has to tell you when to buy, then they have to tell you when to sell. You know, like you got to know what you're doing on your own. You can't just go to other people.
The best thing to do is to find somebody you trust who is a licensed professional and just sit down with them.
Which is no one.
Or you
Change-
could invest in Grinder.
I don't know anybody. I
No,
don't trust
no,
anybody
change
else.
I'm playing the producer card. Let's change the subject. We're getting dangerously close to advice.
Well, I don't have to worry about that shit because my Uncle David is a securities lawyer.
Nice.
I'm independently wealthy.
What are you, Daffy Duck now?
One of the best
Daffy?
TikTokers that I
Daffy.
found recently is
True.
a guy that does the
Daffy.
how
I'm rich. I'm fabulously wealthy. I'm independently. That one.
the guy that does how rich people versus really rich people talk to, and then it's how they treat different people and stuff like that, and it's so true.
It is.
I am rich with friendship.
Aww.
Broke ass.
That's okay, Kyle. Me too.
Can't pay your rent with friendship, Kyle.
Oh.
I mean,
Somebody
like,
clip that. Somebody clip that. I can't get there quick enough.
And Mikey, when the bin gets more popular, you need to go to the U2s and get yourself a little vinyl figure like this.
What?
What is it?
Hold on.
It's kind of like a what's the Funko Pop, but you can make it customized.
Oh,
so this
Is that you?
this is one of my favorite gaming channels, guys.
I was gonna say.
It is ignorant ass.
I said, "Is that you?" I didn't know if like there was a previous life. Or...
No, this is guy's known as Simon. He, if you've ever seen Battlefield Friends on Machinima, this is one of the guys that does Battlefield Friends.
Oh, we got a question.
Oh, cool. He streams.
We talked about this before on the show. Bridge said, I heard Boba Fett Shep Slave One has been cancel cultured.
What?
They changed the name of it as they should have.
Well, they didn't change it. They just
stopped.
They dropped it. Yeah.
Did I
They
miss
call
something?
it by the model of the ship it is now.
Yes, which is
fun,
what is it?
Boba Fett's ship.
Fire Strafe. That's right. Yeah.
Did I miss it? Wait, what was it called?
The fire spray.
Fire Spray.
It is a trap again. Everyone chill. Ignore.
Did you see me
God
look and
damn
then
it,
look
Mikey.
away? Did you
Why
see me
won't
look
you let
away?
me have my motherfucking delicious moment? It's not a trick, I promise.
The Old Testament indentured servitude one.
Oh, got it.
It's too lengthy.
You know,
So
hey,
it's
Irish
moral.
people flew spaceships too.
But God said it's moral one.
The Leviticus 25:44.
Right.
One.
The Exodus
The one-
2120 ship.
The one on the end of that was perfect.
Because what was it? There were 6 of them made when he stole, or
Yes,
when
they
it
had
was
6 of
stolen.
them on the slave planet or whatever it was.
Yep.
Which is why it was actually originally named that. But, they decided because it was a slaver ship, so they decided that it probably not a good idea these days.
That's kind of in line
Well,
with
it's
Disney.
not even its purpose anymore.
That's right.
Sort of,
Well,
you know, it behooves Disney to not to like. It's good for Disney to pretend that slavery didn't happen; it doesn't exist. So it kind of makes sense.
Well, I don't think that was their angle, but
Don't think that's what's going on at all. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because if you go into Clone Wars, it definitely exists within the.
I'm gonna
Star Wars
keep
universe.
fishing. Maybe at some point I'll get one.
Yep.
It seemed to me that there was a lot less of it under the Empire.
What?
Why do
What?
you say that?
Wait,
No
what?
way.
Was it what slaves were there under the Empire?
Everybody.
Way fucking
Like,
the entire Wookiee
About
race was
90%
under
of all Twi'leks were slaves.
Yeah, the entire
Right.
Wookiee culture got enslaved under the Empire.
Yep.
They were
everybody that was
indentured
enslaved
servants.
before the Empire was still enslaved after the Empire, during the Empire.
Where does it say that in the movies?
They could have paid off their debts.
They weren't slaves, they were sharecroppers.
They would have
suppose
been
the
freed
layman-
in the year of Jubilee. Okay.
The layman who only watched the movies would be forgiven for succumbing to that assumption, though, right?
Not 100%.
No.
Oh my God, I hate it.
Chewbacca's story was that he was enslaved and him and Ann escaped enslavement, right? So I mean that's from the movies. So
you got
Yep.
one.
I like Disney, Anton.
well, there was a
sorry.
whole bunch of Wookiees enslaved in those mines, right? That they were freed at the end of that movie. Spoilers for Solo, sorry. But
Well, right now, they're Ellie.
Neil, let's hope you don't have any Jewish ancestors,
Spoilers
or
for
Walt Disney might not
Solo
like you.
lives.
I was raised Jewish.
Well, Walt
Yeah,
Disney
I
does
get-
not like you back.
Guess who owns Disney now?
Got it.
Well, no, it's not me. Don't.
It's Neil.
Michael Eisner is Jewish.
One of my favorite lines
Oh, he
I
owns
used
Disney
yesterday.
now?
What's that?
Huh?
He owns Disney now.
Yep.
Michael Eisner. I just thought he was
Yeah.
the CEO.
Well, basically,
Well, Disney's a public company.
Disney's public.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Is there not a majority shareholder at all anymore?
No.
Okay.
We can find out.
It's Neil.
no. Apparently, I'm gonna have to fight Anton now on a log with giant Q-tips.
what?
Dude,
Wipe
I
outside.
love
Anton, just
American
a
Gladiator, dude.
heads up there, buddy. I'm Canadian. I know how to log roll.
Ooh.
The largest owner of shares holds a 2.84% stake.
Outside
Oh,
of
wow.
Neil, obviously.
And I think they're called pugil sticks, not Q-tip things.
Whatever.
Huge
Doesn't matter.
sticks.
Q-tips.
Yep. The sticks with the rubber or foam at the either end of them that you use to beat your buddy up with.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And the top 100 owners of shares of this are all mutual funds.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
So basically, the biggest owners are you guys in your S&P 500 funds and your retirement plans and your pension plans.
Huh. Interesting.
Good to know.
Now we're going to be in a pool on inflatable alligators. Okay, I'm down with that. That works.
Yeah, that's close enough to a
Why
log.
inflatable?
No, Bridge. It's this is the way. Oh, don't make me put my helmet on. Come on.
That is the way.
I'm
Just
all
imagine,
caught up there
imagine,
today. I've watched all of the
imagine
books.
Din giving directions. This is the way. This is the way.
This is the way.
Do you think he's going to go to Mandalore to bathe in the pools?
Who?
I hope so.
Din Djarin?
No.
Did Jaron? I probably not. I think
Because that's what he has to do to get back to get rid of his apostate status.
Well, maybe then.
Oh, because he removed his helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the kid.
Well, everyone in there saw him. I mean,
Yeah, he also did it for that job that they did with the Empire there.
With the explosive stuff.
Yeah.
They were transporting, yeah. The one where Bill Burr was in. That was the episode Bill Burr was in. Yeah.
He's in
Bill
a couple
Burr's a hell of
episodes.
that's when I learned Bill Burr's a hell of an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprise
Most
me.
comedians are, because that's what they're doing every night, just acting.
Yeah, pretty much.
Saying the
They're
same
acting
stuff
funny.
over and over.
Yeah, I like Bill Burr. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a character visually build rage like Bill Burr's character did when that officer was telling the story of what was it, Operation Cinder?
I owe 3 points.
Right. Yeah, that was a really good performance by Bill.
I think
It
the
makes
first time
sense
I ever
because all the
saw
time.
Bill Burr, I believe, was in a movie called The Salton Sea. And he was pretty good in
I
that.
haven't
He
seen
played
that.
a dirty cop. It's a pretty lesser known movie. Val Kilmer's in it.
What year?
A couple
was
other
it?
like B-list actors. Early 2000s, I think.
Okay.
So that would be on Val Kilmer's Way Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's he doing these days? I heard he was
He
pretty
is
fucked up.
huge.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that.
I don't
The
know
whole
what it
cancer. He's got cancer.
Yeah.
And shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mad Mardigan?
Yeah. Throat
Bad
cancer.
part.
I am the greatest swordsman who ever lived.
You are great.
I was named after the patron saint of. That was a great movie, The Saint.
Yeah. After Mad Mardigan, though, did he do any other movies where he used a sword? I can't think of one.
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I can remember.
Because he did a lot of work for that movie to get ready for that.
Yeah, he did.
So.
Yeah, I don't really think he did it as Batman or anything like that either.
Nope. Although some of the martial part of it might come in, but
I heard that he got in the car. He got in the car with Oliver Stone to get his part as Jim Morrison, and this was his scheme. He like had a tape because Val Kilmer was in a Doors cover band, and he's like, "I'm gonna play you this tape, and you tell me which one of these 3 tracks is me and which ones are the Doors." And they were all 3 him, and that's how he got the job. Apparently, at least that's the story he told on the behind the scenes to that movie.
Interesting.
I thought his first break
was a great movie.
It was. I'm sorry, I zoned out.
I thought his first break was playing John Lennon. That's the
John
first
Lennon.
Yeah. Back in the it must have been 80s.
Oh no, he was the first thing I ever saw Kilmer in was Real
Top
Genius.
Gun?
I think was the first movie I ever saw.
Real Genius, yes. Yeah, it could have been.
Before
Same.
Top Gun. Was Real Genius, or the other one that he did was, I think it was another Coen Brothers movie. Top Secret or something?
Top Secret, yeah. That was really funny. Really fun. Yeah, I remember that movie.
I just can't picture him in anything other than a Real Genius. It's like, why are you wearing that on your head? Well, if I wear it anywhere else, it chafes. the bunny ears or whatever.
Yeah. If I wear it anywhere else, it chafes.
Then he's wearing the bunny slippers.
That movie was perfect for him. Like, that was brilliant. Yeah.
That Kent guy comes out of there, and then they made all the snow and ice in the hallway and the living room and stuff like that. And Kent comes out, is like, "What is this?" And he's like, "This is ice. This is what happens to water when it gets too cold. This is Kent. This is what happens to people when they get too sexually frustrated."
Yeah.
Then they wire the radio into his braces, and he thinks that God is talking to him.
Yep.
This is God. What? Really? Stop masturbating.
Oh man, I gotta watch that movie again. God, it was funny.
Oh, fucking Laszlo, the guy that lives in the closet and enters all the sweepstakes and stuff and wins like 80% of them. So he drives up in a Winnebago with Terry Garr. That's great. So fucking funny.
He entered enough time that he calculated his odds of winning 69% of the prizes.
Yeah.
He ended up winning 75% of the prizes or something like that.
Almost 80%. Yeah, it's if you haven't seen Real Genius, I recommend it. It's very 80s for sure.
Yes, yes,
but it's a great fucking movie. It's hilarious. Yeah, B, you froze.
B's camera has been doing that lately.
Time for a new camera.
I never liked frozen bees.
I don't know if it's a camera or not.
Frozen bees.
We got Sweets Palm. Hi, Sweets Palm.
Hi, Sweets
I think it's the hub I'm using.
Oh, it could be
Pornhub.
No USB hub.
I was only a few letters off.
What a place to come in on. Yeah. Hey, secular pagan mom. Princess Bride. Yeah, but Val Kilmer wasn't in the Princess Bride.
No, that wasn't Val Kilmer.
That was the other dude.
Yeah.
They said Dirty Dancing too, so I think we're getting memed on.
Dirty Dancing, definitely not Val Kilmer.
Cornhub.
Cornhub, yeah.
Cornhub.
For all you Nebraska. I was about saying all you Nebraskans out there. Oh.
There's a lot of shirts. There's a lot of shirts at Nebraska games with Cornhub on it.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, shit, I was going to say something, but I forgot what the fuck it was now.
By a lot, he means 4.
And
Wisconsin just wishes they could sell out a game.
The Badgers? Are you serious?
Shots fired.
You guys have a streak of what, like 3?
3 what? 3 times kicking Nebraska's ass? What are you talking about?
Ooh, a little back and forth going on here.
Come on, come back. Think of it. Take a second to think of it, and then come back to me in a couple business days, all right?
Jeez. Madam Who, it looked like you spontaneously combusted there for a second. You disappeared, and then you were back again. Magic.
She got a bottle of champagne.
fuck! I had something funny to say. Now it's just gone. It's just getting old shit.
The brain that's not sharp anymore, Neil.
No, should probably smoke some weed. That'll help.
Helps me a whole lot, dude.
Sharp as a bowling ball.
Sharp like a marble. I actually had a T-shirt that said that on it one time, many years ago. Sharp like a marble. Well, I'm Mikey. Can you handle shit for? What are you doing, anyways? You look like you're busy doing shit.
I was cracking my back.
Oh, because it looks like you're looking up on a different
Yeah, it
screen
looks
or
like you're
something.
watching a movie or something.
I have several screens going. I'm always I got to keep my eye on everything.
Mikey, the all-seeing eye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait till I get my new rig.
I have this much pot that I'm gonna bust up.
Yay!
I will be driving out to Chicago to be helping Mikey put together his rig.
You are? Really?
Mm-hmm.
This rig that I'm on sat in a pile for almost a whole year before I finally just took it down to the tech store and was like, "Can you guys fucking do this for me, please? I'm never gonna do it."
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I took apart my computer and re-put it together today in a new case. It looks pretty damn good.
Ooh,
Nice.
Fancy schmancy.
Got the bisexual lighting in there.
Oh, it gets better. I can turn it into like a whole bunch of different things.
Bisexual light skin lighting.
That's what it's called when you have the red and blue and purple. That's called bisexual lighting.
That's all purple though.
Bipartisan lighting.
You guys think I'm joking, but I'm not. That's like literally an industry term for that kind of lighting.
It's just funny. I don't think you're lying. I think it's just funny.
It is funny.
So this is what you're doing. Mikey's apparently conducting a cabinet meeting in Santo Domingo. Well, B, you're gonna sit in the show? Okay, all right. I guess B's having issues with his connection or something with the hub there. So no
So
more
what color,
corn hub.
what colors was the bisexual lighting? Is it red and blue? Was that what you said?
Yeah, it's like red and blue, but it washes into a violet color usually. You have like red on one side, and blue on the other, and it.
I think
So like
partisan.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
there.
Exactly that.
Combination. Either one of those would work. A lot of times it just appears as a violet color.
Yeah,
that's funny.
It's
I don't know
because
why
in
it's so
Hollywood, like in movies and stuff, whenever they want to show that a character is bisexual, they always light them like that.
Really? Huh.
It's like a trope. Yeah.
I'll have to let the directors know next time they film me.
They probably know.
Yeah.
You would think.
Oh, I'm in a comic delight right now. Stags and Christian.
You know, game
on their
recognized game.
game. You know, it's All-Star Weekend out here, guys. So we're really turning it up big time here on Neil's After Party. The best of the best. Tons of Might is shooting from long range.
I've
Yeah,
mentioned it
Christian's
before,
in the
but
paint.
Stags, just having you back in these after parties is just please just punch. Have you back, brother.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad to be here. It's good to feel appreciated once in a while.
I would really say I missed you.
You are.
I didn't ever see you, so.
Well, like I've mentioned many times, Stag is the OG in these after parties and one of the first people I ever had on the show too. So.
Oh shit, OG.
He was there when True North Talk was almost here.
No,
yeah,
no.
When they came up with the idea.
And on that note, I'm gonna go have a quick puff, and I'll be right back, you bastards.
Oh, I'm gonna keep badgering.
I busted up some pot for Neil. I was gonna say take as much as you need to roll a joint.
Oh.
Right? Take as much as you
I'm
need.
on my
to
way
roll.
now. It'll take me about 4 days, but I'll get there.
Just felt really inspired by Sweet.
Mikey, say the line.
This bisexual lighting I got going right here.
Yeah, look at that.
That's not the line.
It just reminds me of
Oh. All right, he's gone. Let's talk about him.
There we go. It's tradition.
Yes. But today was
Tradition.
It was nice to get
You
Neil.
can tell he jogged back.
I can see him in like the backstage camera. He is on the floor. He's collapsed.
Oh, okay. Should we call for help?
No, he's got
no. Wait. He's just smoking in the house. I can see it now. Yeah, he's fine. He's got his mask on. So,
Mikey, you should check Discord.
He probably has to put his mask on to go through the apartment building to get outside.
Sweet, you too.
Okay, going to Discord.
Sorry, I just dinged my mic with this metal tray. If that came through loud, I apologize.
No, that's fine.
That was like the least obtrusive noise you've ever made.
He's used to that shit being on fucking 12, like at all times.
But hey, Ollie, your mic sounds amazing.
He's got new drivers. He's got new drivers. He's a new man.
Yep.
I even recorded him earlier, so he could hear.
Right, let me take that hand signal and replace it with this one.
I didn't see the first one because I wasn't looking anyway.
I did the okay sign.
Okay.
Christian
can't do that anymore.
Mikey,
just hit that check box. Just take that check box and check that on Stags for that section.
I'm bringing it back.
Christian, just put him in the registry keep under constant observation.
Okay. Routine surveillance, got it.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, man. I'm bringing it back.
Yeah. That was so fucked up.
My friends kind of oversold Clerks to me, and it kind of
it was Clerks 2 that's bringing it back. It was Clerks 2, not Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Yeah.
Just it's Kevin Smith, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like his brand of comedy, they just kind of oversold it.
Yeah.
And I was
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
I feel like I missed out on the joy of watching it the first time because everyone just like fucking, you gotta watch. I was like, we're trying to drink, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Let's watch a movie. What the fuck? What is happening right now? This is not.
They did the same thing. They did the same thing to me, and then they undersold Chasing Amy, and I'm like, why you guys got this fucked up? Like,
awesome.
It's the thing.
I watched Mallrats, or I sat down to watch Mallrats a couple weeks ago, and guess that movie is actually pretty fucking stupid. Like, I realized about 15 minutes in. I realized about 15 minutes in that I'm just not interested in spending an hour and a half of my life on fart jokes and dick jokes. I don't know.
Is there more to life?
That's a good rule of thumb.
You gotta have some bubblegum in your life, though. Just pointless, stupid stuff. But it helps remind you that life just isn't all that serious.
Don't make it Nebraska. Don't make it Nebraska.
I guess maybe the feeling was like, I've already seen this. I don't really need to watch it again, kind of thing.
Wow.
I already know all the funny lines. What do you mean, like in the backseat of a Volkswagen?
Mallrats is a great one to have on in the background while you're doing something else.
There you go.
That's Lord of the Rings for me. Lord of the Rings used to be on in my house.
YouTube videos and a Twitch channel. And
they televise cricket?
I'd be sleeping all the time.
10.5-hour walk.
Televised golf. I mean,
it literally took me like 6 times. It took me like 6 times to get through the first movie without falling asleep within the first half an hour.
It's so soothing, man. That was like my sleep movie. Oh man.
I became conditioned to it. So anytime somebody put it on, I'd just be like, "Oh yeah, night."
Yep.
Carl Sagan. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, don't let me put on some fucking Joy of Painting with Bob Ross. Oh my God, I will fucking go to sleep. That was the nap time show. So as soon as I started hearing him,
24/7 on Twitch.
I know. I love it.
And then there's the Hungry channel with Jacques Pepin and Julia Child. You can fall asleep to.
Butter.
I fall asleep to like quantum physics and theories of the universal expansion and stuff, which sucks because I'll catch like half the video and then fall asleep and then wake up the next day and want to learn the rest of what was in the video. But I already watched the first half of it, so I'm not sitting through that shit again. So I have like half an idea of what these scientists think, just enough to fucking say the wrong shit most of the time.
I mean,
or
you could always skip forward. You know, you could.
I don't know. I tend to fall asleep to this one podcast that has 4 friends who talk about the politics of the last week. It's sort of a niche watch, if you know. About 10 minutes in, and I'm thrown in the bin.
What time on Thursdays is that on?
Oh, I'm not giving it a free promo. I'm just talking about
it.
Thursdays.
It's way underground. You probably haven't heard of it. You wouldn't like it anyway.
I used to watch it before it was cool.
Once it got popular, it kind of changed.
Yeah, season 2 is when they really just changed. You know, the money started going to their heads.
No, that's the other podcast.
Christian's done podcasts with kind of with me, but not really. He was on that one, Heroes.
Yeah, I've been on there, and then we had talked about doing an episode with the guys on Bin, but I just never sort of fell through.
Yeah.
It's fine. I didn't want to be in anyway.
Yeah, even I've been on there.
I feel like the comment in the chat because it's just a lie.
Nebraska cornfield head ass. Sorry.
I told myself I wouldn't do it. Whoa.
Well,
let's.
It is Shitty Take Saturday, so there we go.
I mean, if you're in here to start a civil war amongst the nerds, today cannot be that day.
Chop you up a little lightsaber on that one.
Look, they're apples and oranges. One's sci-fi, one's fantasy. Come on.
Okay, who would win in a fight?
The Enterprise or the Millennium Falcon?
No. These hands are any
that's not a comparison.
It's not even a contest. The Enterprise.
If you're going to say the Enterprise, you're going to say a Star Destroyer, right? Enterprise.
That's true. That's
Destroyer.
Yeah.
Right? Then it's going to be a fair fight, and Star Destroyer is going to win that fight. So.
Tons of mice. Put up Tons of Mice's comment.
Black Salt.
No. The other one. The one above that.
But the Enterprise wasn't even really meant for fighting. It was equipped for it, but not like it was meant to carry passengers around space, right?
Exploration
I saw a flash.
And protection.
I thought I turned it off.
Dual-purpose flagship.
Apparently, you have to hold the button to turn it off. I thought you just press the button because that changes it from the auto flash to the other. Never mind.
If you count the expanded universe, I think that Star Wars sort of rocks Star Trek by a pretty large margin.
Yeah. I would agree with that statement.
Is there anything that could withstand a Death Star?
In the Star
Yes, an X-wing.
Yeah, I mean, true. Yeah.
And a Corellian freighter.
I mean,
one
Darth
lucky kid.
Not much bigger than a womp rat, man.
Unfortunately, that's the elephant and fly scenario.
I'm sure he could have done that in a T-16 back home. You used to shoot animals?
Bullseye womp rats. Get it right. Bullseye womp rats.
Yeah.
I wonder if does anyone actually believe that George Lucas had the Rogue One plot thought of when he was writing the weakness of the Death Star? Because I think that was just an attempt to explain something that definitely wasn't intended to be explained. Why the Death Star had a very obvious weakness.
George Lucas never planned any of that stuff out at all.
Well, in the immortal words of Star Trek VI at the very end, I believe Nicole Nichols said, well, the thing's got to have a tailpipe.
That's like, but it's like the prequels midichlorians thing. Like I'm sure someone like whispering
Yeah,
in George's
that was
ear,
horrible.
like what if there was an explanation for this and George was just like, okay, we'll put in the first thing I think of.
See, when somebody told me that they had put that in there, I understood it as them saying midichlorians are attracted to Force, like people that are strong in the Force. So that's how you could like do a detection there. That would actually make sense.
Yeah.
I love how it's not that at all.
And then when I watched the movie, I went, the fuck is this?
I have a rule, and it is this. You're allowed to ignore any line in Star Wars you want. It doesn't matter how expositive it is. Like when they said there's only 2 Sith. What? No, shut up. That's so stupid.
Oh no, that's rule of 2. That's Bane. That's
rule
Darth
of 2.
Bane.
But there's always like 4 or 5.
No.
Trying to kill each other. The apprentice always has an apprentice who is like a 3rd Sith. You know, there's always Sith around waiting to take the spot of the 2.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Technically, the race is extinct.
But the rule of 2 is originated with Bane, and it was supposed to be just 2. I see what he's saying, though. There's a couple of times where the apprentice has taken an apprentice, right?
Yeah,
so
Star Killer. Who is the one that Tyrannus took in Clone Wars?
Yeah, Athos Ventress.
Ventress, yeah, that was
You sure it wasn't Jeffrey?
No, it wasn't.
All right.
I really want to watch
You're close,
Clone Wars all the way through, but it's like, God, I look at how many seasons there are, and I'm like, I'm never gonna get through this.
It's worth it. It's really good Star Wars.
Never gonna get through this.
Filoni knows what he's doing.
I just don't have time.
Yeah, if Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett aren't a good enough example of that, then oh look, Star Wars, the universe has been destroyed by the sequels. Dave Filoni riding in on the horse.
Not yet. Not yet.
There's still some good pieces here. We could salvage something out of it.
It's also Favreau. He's building it a lot like he started the MCU, which is really clever.
Yeah, it's Filoni saying, "What do we say to the death of Star Wars? Not today."
All right,
My
guys,
name is
I
Dave
gotta
Filoni.
go.
all right.
All right.
Bye.
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 I will not do this.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Right.
All right, she's gone. Let's talk about her.
She has the coolest hats.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need a cool hat like that.
I gotta go.
Star Wars. Sweet. I'm assuming you've seen the entirety of Book of Boba Fett.
Yes.
I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone, just in case someone's watching who hasn't finished it. But you know the scene I'm talking about. Chills. Second to final episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy just to see the transition between the animated series to now. It was pretty
Not
crazy.
only that, but the connection with what was burning in the sequels to what was being built. That was what was burning in the sequels.
Right. I think. I don't know. I think the sequels have this obsession with explaining everything.
Yeah.
When one of the charms of the original trilogy is that a lot of it was just left up to your imagination, and you sort of just filled in the gaps on whatever you thought made sense. And the storytelling was intuitive, or maybe it was bad. Maybe it was just George Lucas being a bad writer, and not writing answers for things. But either way, it worked. And then you have the prequels that started that thing where they're just like, would you like an explanation for all of the magic of Star Wars? Because whether you want it or not, here it is. Like,
even the prequels though still left some stuff. Like we still don't know Sheev Palpatine's backstory. We still don't really know if it was truly him that was the apprentice to Darth Plagueis. Obviously the expanded universe answered a lot of those questions, but the movies themselves did not answer those.
Right, and I think they're doing a new like an Old Republic trilogy, which I'm cautiously optimistic about because apparently Rian Johnson is directing it, which is a terrifying prospect. But
I love it.
Kind of is.
They should have kept the same directors for all 3 sequels.
oh, of course,
Yeah,
they shouldn't have let Abrams do it at all to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't know why they saw J.J. Abrams and thought he'd be a great nuanced storyteller.
I don't know why they overlooked Favreau and Filoni.
Yeah, I mean, you have those 2 guys in house. Like, what are you
just
doing?
Let them work.
Right.
Let them work.
Even if you wanted to give it to Robert Rodriguez or something like that, like give it to somebody.
Somebody who actually cares.
Right.
Do not put
I'm
in.
sure JJ wanted to do well, but I don't think he was.
His style of filmmaking just doesn't work with Star Wars.
Didn't even work with Star Trek.
It's just like it's just kind of it's like water and oil. It's like they're both independently useful but not together.
Not enough lens flares.
They're like, can we make this good? Can we make this good and please all the nerds, or can we make it explodey and make a bunch of money on opening night?
Yes.
Mikey, read the private chat.
No.
Hey, no whispering in the class. If you got something to say it to everybody. And also, oh wait, what? I was going to say welcome, Jen. But
read the private chat, bro.
Me?
Oh, read the room, man. God.
Look at her name.
Oh. Okay.
I would have put the do not first, but it's all good.
What I would have led with the plot twist.
Yep. Maybe.
J Mike.
What's up,
how was your stint on the RFR fundraiser, bud? Yeah. What are you doing?
Are you talking to me? No.
I see J Mike a lot on TikTok. I absolutely love his content, so it's nice to see him.
Yeah, I follow him on TikTok there too. He's a funny guy.
I didn't know I was.
You're on the TikToks, Neil? Oh yeah, I think I might be following you on TikToks. Ticky tacks.
Mikey, I really like your Krillin hoodie.
How dare you?
Turtle hermit. Turtle hermit.
You got a lot of fucking balls, I'll tell you that. Call a man Krillin to his face.
Krillin would kill all of us. Like, Krillin's a pussy. Krillin would murder each and every one of us in one move.
But I could make fun of him and he wouldn't touch me. I think I could break him emotionally.
He is married to Android 18. I think he's probably
8 minutes later you're going on about government.
That fusion technique to become even more powerful, he would still murder us. So ridiculously powerful. He's the weakest one.
He's still a bitch.
What about Yamcha?
Yamcha. Maybe Yamcha could be weak. But Yamcha might be weaker than Krillin.
Yeah.
Not sure about that. They're close.
Oh yeah, he is. No, Krillin's way up there. He got that.
Yeah, I suppose Yamcha stopped training after so much time. Yeah.
Did Yamcha ever even learn to fly?
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he did. I'm sure he did. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
He's always dying when I see him. So
what's up, Iron?
He's always getting obliterated and wished back, so it's hard to remember.
Wouldn't you, after a certain point, be like, Krillin, we need to talk about wishes and death and finality?
I've never been murdered before, but like Mom says, if you won't like it if you don't try it, or something along those lines.
Something
close enough.
Don't know if you like it until you try it.
The joint I rolled was way too big. It was
way too big. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I need water.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Someone keeps drinking all my goddamn water.
Wow.
And I've been listening to like this Dune like role play game, like a Dune D&D. And all they keep talking about is Arrakis. And every time I listen to that show, I just get fucking the driest mouth possible. Just talking about Arrakis.
That sounds exhilarating, I gotta say.
That's a good question. I think Jay might put here. I kind of want to know this too, but from everyone. Reading anything good, lady?
What am I? I'm rereading Dragonlance right now.
Okay.
Awesome! I love Dragonlance. Oh yes.
I read the Dragonlance series. I think I read the first 6 of them, like way back in the 80s, like 86, 87, something like that.
It is those books I'm reading.
They're pretty good.
Which one are you on?
They're good stories.
Book 3.
Spring Dawning.
So I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think
it is. I don't know the names of them. I wasn't paying attention to the names.
I'm
going to move from this to the Raslin and Cameron trilogy, the brothers through time.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to read Humula Lance and then Kaz the Minotaur, because those are the only ones I have from Dragonlance.
Well, that's probably why you're only going to read those ones.
Yep.
There's like a million new ones since I quit reading.
There's
back in the 90s.
like fucking 50 of them now, I think.
Oh, God,
number.
More than that.
Hundreds and maybe thousands of forgotten realms.
No,
books.
come on, no.
Oh my God! R.A.
library.
Salvador has like fucking 40, just by himself. One author has like 40 books in the forgotten realms.
I get that. Let's find.
I used to go to the library and just pick out random Dragonlance books that were just like these side stories that didn't have anything to do with the main characters and stuff. Or like, there's one where Tanis and Kitiara fly a boat to the moon. That's kind of weird.
Okay, no, I bet you though the Kendra was with them too. Tasselhoff, right? He had to be on that.
No,
trip.
it was just the 2 of them.
Oh.
Yeah,
he would have loved to have gone though.
For sure, yeah. Tasselhoff's the greatest hero in the whole entire thing.
He might be. He's the reason a lot of shit gets
Did you ever read?
done.
You know they've made a 4th one to the trilogy, Dragons of Summer Flame.
Let's see.
No, I didn't know that.
You should read that one.
I'll have to find it.
Yeah, a lot of people die.
Yeah. I like having actual books and not reading like online versions of them, so it's a lot harder to find them that way.
So it looks like they were in publication from 84 to 2011. Then they stopped, and now they're back since 2021, and they're making more novels now.
For which
for Dragonlance? Yeah, for the Dragonlance universe.
So they got to have at least 1,000.
No. I found it somewhere in here. Now I can't find it. 190. Over 190 novels have used the Dragonlance setting and have been accompanied by supplemental Dungeons and Dragon campaigns. So there you go.
Can you check the same website for Forgotten Realms?
It would be Wikipedia. So yeah, I imagine you probably could.
You're gonna make me look.
I had the Dragonlance setting for 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons.
If only Ali had a computer, then maybe he could look this stuff up.
Going.
Damn. If only.
Zombie is a great fucking tune from the Cranberries. If only I could sing that song. I don't have that kind of voice.
Can I get my boring answer, Neil, to the question?
All right.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, let's go back to that.
And also, if souls did exist, rest her soul, because she, what was it, a couple of years ago she passed away?
Yeah. She's a great performer. I never did get to see them live, and I had the opportunity once, and I never did get to go. I think I ended up having to work or something. But played a lot of that shit in the record store that I used to work at, so I can't find it. But Jay was saying I'm probably too stoned to fucking find it now.
Yeah, just like what I'm reading, because I don't read fiction. My brain doesn't work that way. I can watch movies that are fictional, but I whenever I read fiction, I get rapidly frustrated. So I have to read nonfiction. Right now, I'm reading Veitch's Prop Logic and Boolean Algebra books. I'm doing Intro to Moral Ontology and Set Theory. And then I'm reading Narrative Ontology by Hutter, and then Historical Ontology by Hacking.
Almost 300. I was off with the thousands. Almost 300. I probably own 60 or 70 of them.
We're jumping topics.
No, I was answering a question that was asked me a few minutes ago. Sorry.
No worries. That's a lot of fucking books to be reading at one time. How do you focus on that shit?
I usually read about 7 or 8 at a time. Finish a couple of them a week.
I noticed that it's easier to do that with nonfiction. When I was at the local bed and breakfast for 6 months, I would read nonfiction books, and I'd have like 3 of them open at a time.
Yeah, I do that. I usually have like my table filled with a couple different books, and then I have a master list of notes that I take, and then I read, a chapter or two or a section, and then I take notes.
I have Audible.
I can't listen to nonfiction, Neil. Like I can't listen to nonfiction. It works the exact opposite. So I have to.
You wouldn't be able to listen to like the Doctor Who episodes or anything like that.
I would get bored.
Radio ones? Really?
Yeah. What? Like I either have to watch fiction as a movie or like as an animation, or I would have to just ignore it. So like I had to force myself to read all the Star Wars stuff. Like I had to like sit down and like force myself to read all of it because every 5 seconds my brain would drift somewhere else. I just couldn't focus. I think it's the ADHD. I don't know.
Oh, more than likely. Yeah.
But I can read nonfiction.
Inability to focus, especially. I know that you like that sort of stuff, but if it's not a reading interest, then you're not going to be able to focus on it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I can enjoy the topics and I can enjoy the content. It's just reading. It's terrible. I just can't do it. But I can read propositional logic for 750 pages, apparently.
Well, lucky for you, you don't have to read it if you don't.
Fires out.
So, Stags, what are you reading right now?
The chat. No, I haven't really read many books lately. I generally smoke too much weed to read books. I can't get more than like I read like half a page and then realize that I didn't take in any of it, like, and I have to start over.
What I just read.
Yeah.
Start questioning if you forgot. Like, shit, did I fucking forget how to do this for real? I can't do this. I can't turn it on. What the hell is that?
Fucking
oh my God, Ollie. No, we're fucking zooming in on this shit. What the fuck?
So putting wood pellets in the stove, dude. That's all.
Yeah, but loud.
Bro. Was it loud? Him says.
Yes.
Is that a 360 control?
I just noticed that too. I was like, wow, ancient relics.
It is. The one of legend.
360, yes.
Where'd you dig that up? Is that legal to pick that up off the ground, or is that like a
damn, son?
Stags, it's on private property. You can loot your own private property.
Oh shit! He's got the Guitar Hero guitar.
I think he's weird. He played Rock Band.
Drums.
Wow. That's why I like Ollie.
Can you imagine?
Play us some Dragon Force.
Oh, I could never get through that song, dude. Maybe on easy. Maybe on easy.
Flame.
So far away.
All right.
Don't make me play that YouTube video again, Mikey.
Kira likes the pics on your wall, Ollie.
Oh yeah, no, they're cool. I forgot, that's Lord of the Rings. That's Gandalf, Frodo, and Samwise.
I have that
Gollum
one too,
down here,
by the way.
And that's just a giant fucking black dragon attacking an army of people. There's maybe 300 or 400 tiny little people in that one. And then the green dragon that's looking at a mountain pass, and there's a caravan on that white strip of road he's looking down at. So.
Gagron.
I got another one here.
The village.
I got another one here that's it's just a regular poster paper one. It's got 2 red dragons and a blue dragon breathing fire and lightning down at people. My imaginary friends. Thanks, buddy. Tons thinks everything in my life is imaginary for some reason. Not 100% sure why, but
pretty sure Tons thinks Canada is imaginary.
Maybe that's what it is. Okay, that makes sense to me then. Yeah,
not Canada,
maybe,
but maybe definitely Prince Edward Island.
Come visit me on my island, guys.
Have you ever considered that you might be a Boltzmann brain?
I might be a what?
A Boltzmann brain.
Boltzmann brain.
That word, those words don't mean anything to me.
You're just a brain in a vat.
Oh,
yeah, well, like out in space, the quantum fluctuations.
That's me in all of my college classes right now.
Quantum fluctuations.
I don't understand what those words
mean.
mean.
They're likely to, over time, a human brain, a fully formed human brain, complete with memories of having lived in this universe, is more likely to appear through quantum fluctuations than this universe. Some would say you're more likely to be a Boltzmann brain than a human.
Sure.
I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think so.
The consequences of the consequences of an infinite universe are also really trippy.
Yep.
Yeah. Nobody believes that Boltzmann's brains exist, but we have to make sure that our theories don't believe that Boltzmann brains exist too. I think Sean Carroll said that.
Yes. It was him, I'm pretty sure. I like Sean Carroll. Actually, just download another one of his books, actually. I haven't started reading that one yet, or listening.
I wish I understood physics.
But for reading, myself, anyways, I've been flipping through this one here. The Rocks Were There.
Oh, it's an atheist book. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Jackson Wheat and Roland or whatever, R.J. Downing wrote it. It's heavy shit, but it's interesting. But I just started reading it.
What is the background of the stream?
What?
It's the Star Wars Cantina.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. I couldn't see it very well.
Well, I have the Lego set right here.
Did you build any Legos while you were off, Neil? I meant to ask you that the other day.
No, I didn't.
No. You got a whole bunch of them too. Get to work.
I know. I got more coming too. Yeah, that's my other addiction.
What'd you buy this time?
The one that I ordered 2, and one of them already came, which I believe I showed last time. It was the speeder from the Han Solo movie.
Yeah. Okay. No, this is the first time I'm seeing that.
And the other one is coming. It's the Everyone is Awesome from the Lego Ideas set, I think. Or
Everything
is awesome.
Everyone is awesome, but yes, and it's got the whole pride flag out with the little minifigs that go all the way across in the same colors.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's the flag. It's pretty cool. It is. So I got that one coming in the mail.
Doorknob's referring to Labrador. That's the flavor of weed he's referring to. It's Labrador, not Doberman.
It's good shit.
Why is it so quiet, you guys?
Mikey, what are you reading?
That was a story.
I got Snyder's pretzels.
That's what you're eating. What are you reading? What kind of literature are you putting through your eye holes?
I got these pretzels.
Eye holes? I'm reading the ingredients.
I do read lyrics and chord charts. That's reading.
Yeah,
you have to read and think.
I know. It counts.
I'm reading rule books and game paths.
There you go. Yeah. I got I got tons of books. What was I talking about? Reading Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Volo's Guide to Monsters. Wow. Okay.
I fucked that up. Leave me alone.
That's a 5e book. Right?
I should have just pretended I did that on purpose, huh?
5e sucks. It's horrible.
There it is.
All right. It's better than 4e. It's better than 4e.
Ollie. I was vibing with you for a while.
I'm currently reading this one.
Darth Vader and stuff.
Yep, my two kids and I go through that at least once a week.
You guys want to hear a story?
Story time with Neil.
It's not a very good storybook. It's just kind of one-off comics on every page.
3.5 was the best edition. I'll argue with anybody on that.
I don't know.
Ollie, quit trying to entice arguments, for fuck's sakes.
Don't tempt me with arguments. I can already not stop arguing with people.
Yep.
3.5 was good.
I
don't see any reason to compare them. We're playing fifth
number of options.
Too many.
No, that's good. I like that. It's more representative of a more complete world.
Go play Risk then.
There's options.
Go play Risk.
Risk is so simple.
Risk.
What?
There's so many options.
Did you say Risk?
Risk.
Okay.
No.
I'm just laughing because Neil said Risk.
I like 3.5 the way they have it set up.
RASK.
And they messed up a lot of things in 5th edition, so.
I never get to have any fun.
With what?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just talking. No, I used to play Risk, and that's what I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah. I've actually I've been getting the urge to play Risk, which is the thing that happens periodically in life.
Yep.
And I don't know what to do about it.
I bought a Risk just recently, a brand new version of it.
Really?
It's in the back room.
Nice.
Yeah. It was just I happened to be going through one of the thrift stores, and it was like, geez, that's a brand new copy of Risk, brand new, and it's like a third of the regular cost. I'll take that.
You ever play a Space Rift, Ollie? It's a tabletop game.
Space Rift. I'm not familiar now.
One of my friends' dads wrote it back in early 2000s. It was pretty popular on the old Coasts forums. Sort of back around circa 2010. But
I wasn't doing a lot in forums at that point in time because I was playing a lot of in-person games. I think I had two or three different games on the go at that point in time. We were playing in at least 2 different D&D games, and there was probably some sort of sci-fi game going too. So,
no, I haven't played that kind of shit for a long time.
Yeah, me neither. I moved back about a year before I moved from London back home. The group of people that we were playing games with and all up there, everybody kind of moved their separate ways and went wherever. And I ended up moving home a year later. Really haven't done a whole lot of playing since. Was in a game here for a while.
Tell us what it was like living in the UK.
London, Ontario.
No, London, Ontario, dude.
Yeah. So you're in Chicago. You should know that.
It's cheese day, isn't it, bruv?
Isn't it?
What's all this then?
Oh yeah, what's all this then?
Well,
are you having a bubba?
Are you taking the piss?
Oh my god, Wayne is so fucking British. It is so fun to fuck with him.
We pissed him off an entire podcast episode that I was a guest on. Because all I could say was, "That's right, isn't it?"
The new thing that we've been getting him on is because I guess it's just a cultural difference. Wayne says by accident, and all of us normal people say on accident, and it drives him insane.
I say by accident.
So do I.
I think I probably do both.
What does that even mean?
I think it's a Midwestern thing to say.
How would you use that?
If you do something on accident?
Yeah.
Right. Why would you say you do something by accident?
So I just started swapping out all the prepositions I could think of.
That word means that, and
broke the glass table by accident.
No, you broke it on accident.
No, by accident.
0.
No,
Hey.
on accident.
Sorry. I disagree.
You're wrong.
Oh, Reginald, I disagree.
Sorry, Christian. I did that by accident.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. you better be sorry, okay? You can stay sorry, bruv.
What's that, eh? How you doing there, bye?
0. 0. You can't kill the bunnies. They're just
Hey
hungry.
there, bud.
Hey there, bud.
You better just behave there. Eh?
I can't wait until one of you starts closing up the door and locks the door and starts and says, "Manners maketh man."
Right.
What, are we going to stand around or fight?
I'm lucky. I'm
There,
a
see?
Midwesterner.
Right
I don't
here.
have
By
anything.
accident is okay. There you go.
That's fucking wrong.
Okay, Jon Snow.
Here, 0.
Or should I say Black Knight?
My dog never barks tons. I can't help it. My dog never barks. My dog doesn't bark at anything and never has since I got her. That's something the previous owners put into her. So she barks at nothing. My dog grew up on a farm, and her job at the farm was to control the barn cat population. And when she started chasing the horses at the farm, the farmer was going to put her down.
Oh.
So, but I guess the farmer's wife got in touch with the breeder, and the breeder said, no, just give her back to me. I'll find another home for her.
Wait, bring the fucking dog back here.
Yeah. So now that happened in late November, early December. Over the next 2 weeks, they were looking for a home for the dog. This couple in Kensington, another place here in the island, said, we'll take her. And they were warned right off the bat, this dog cannot be trusted around cats. If you have a cat, please do not take this dog because you're just setting up something that's bad going to happen. They said, okay, and took the dog anyway. They had a cat. They returned the dog 3 days later. The dog was missing 2 of her front teeth. I would guess it's because it went off the cat after the cat, and to get it off the cat, they kicked it in the face. That would be my guess.
Wow.
And I got the dog about a week after that.
So I would be livid.
She's been with me ever since. You could see the teeth were freshly out of. Now I could be wrong about them kicking her. Maybe something happened at the farmers with the thing going after the horse, but that's not the way I heard it. Right. So, but the dog's missing 2 teeth in the front now. So actually, she's missing 2 more because she's old and she's lost 2 more out of the front. So I don't know if that was further damage from that they just eventually fell out, but yeah. But anyway, I've had her ever since. She's broken 2 choke chains while we were out for walks because she'd see a loose cat and she would take off after the cat and get to the end of her 30-foot line. The line would go taut. I wouldn't move. And the choke chain would just, one of the links would snap. And then as soon as the link snapped, she'd snap out of it, though, her going after the cat, and she would just stop because I was yelling at her the whole time, right? And she would stop right after she broke the chain. So I'd be able to get a hold of her right away. She's a real good dog, except with cats. Can't be trusted around a cat at all. She'd never catch a cat now, though. She's 12. Never catch one now. She's real slow and old and can barely stand up half the time. She's on half those forms of medication now.
No.
So, yeah.
Yeah, when I first got my dog, he'd run around crazy wild all over the fucking place, and he still does. But he was already potty trained, and I remember the first time he was running off, and I didn't know what to do. I'm like, come back, yelling at him, and I just go, sit. And he sat down like I was gonna fucking shoot him if he didn't. And I was
That's
like,
the way she'd react right after she'd break her chain. That's the way she reacted. And she wouldn't listen to me. She wouldn't listen to me. She'd break the chain, and then suddenly she'd stop and she'd listen to me and look back at me and just sit. And it's like, I'll run up to her and catch her. But,
I have a 6-month-old dachshund, little black dachshund.
Cute little dog.
Yep, his name is Oliver. We call him Sir Oliver or Sir Ollie, which is funny. There you go, Ollie. But he, whenever he sees somebody, it doesn't matter if they're coming towards the house or if they're inside the house, he immediately starts pissing everywhere.
Oh, shit. Yeah, my rapist child molester uncle had a dog that I took in after he went to prison, and I had like a 4-year-old dog that would do that. It was so bad. Oh, it's so awful.
Just make sure nobody's mean to him when that's happening, and he'll grow out of that.
Yeah, that's basically what the vet had said, that it's something that he'll grow out of as long as you continue to, be proactive and gentle. So
he
maybe
every time I used to take I used to have 2 puppies.
Diaper?
Doggy diapers.
Doggy diapers might help.
Is it?
Just control the situation where you're meeting new people.
Does he pee when you come home?
Let's say for example, I'm in one room and he's in the living room and he's just sitting on a chair for like an hour, and then I come out of that room and like just present myself at all. He'll just lay there, roll on his stomach or roll on his back and just start pissing.
Yeah, he's submitting.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who it is.
Right. Yeah. He's scared. So he's like, I'm of no use to you.
Yeah.
And I'm covered in piss. You don't want to eat me.
I'm tiny. I'm covered in piss. Please don't eat me. Yeah, that's basically what that is.
You wouldn't want to get piss in your mouth, would you?
Well, there goes my lunch plans for tomorrow.
Oh my God. It was gonna be a dachshund.
But we have little bows that we put on him, little formal and informal bows. Right now he's wearing his Green Bay Packer bow, Swede.
Be ready to bribe him anytime he doesn't do that. When you come into the room, be ready to bribe him with some sort of treat too.
Yeah, reward him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reward method works real well.
Here in Omaha, that Green Bay.
I'm talking for myself personally, but
Jesus,
the reward method works.
What's up, Sweet?
Here in where I live, that G logo is for the Gretna Dragons, not the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, okay. I'll make sure to give him an old Nebraska little tie soon.
This fight's over. Yeah. Second round. Stop it.
Just in signs of stress. Yeah. Well, it's not so much stress. It's just like that's part of submission and like wolf pack stuff. It's leftover wolf behavior that they have.
Alpha
canine behavior.
It makes me sad that he's scared.
He's not like he doesn't think you're gonna kill him, but he's making himself as weak as possible to say you are in charge of me.
Right. I mean, he's a little itty bitty thing. Like,
yeah, exactly.
He's
huge compared to
that's
right?
true. That's true. Yeah.
No.
Does he look at you when you eat?
Usually when I eat, he'll stand right next to my chair and stare up at me.
That's not a bad sign.
And then if you look at him, does he look away?
No.
Good.
He just looks right at me. I mean, I don't give him food other than what he's supposed to eat.
He's going to grow out of the other thing.
But I'll be eating and I'll look down at him, and like sometimes he'll whine because he wants something, but like otherwise he just stares at me. He just keeps staring at me.
Typically, dogs will look away when you look at them when you're eating because they don't want to seem like they're challenging you for the food in front of you.
Is that a challenge?
My dog does. He'll challenge me. My dog will challenge me.
Yeah. Anytime I'm eating, if my dog goes by, she's staring right at me, and if I look at her, she'll just keep staring right at me. You say it all the time. Just give me some of that. I'll take whatever it is. Give me some of that.
I ain't taking my eyes off you. You drop one of those things, I'm coming for the femoral artery.
Ollie hates the word no. I don't know if that's something that he's picked up in the last couple of months, but we hardly ever say it unless we need him to stop doing something. But
that's good.
That's good though. Yeah.
When we say it, it doesn't matter. If he hears no, he immediately stops and then puts his head down and starts whining and looks at us.
Oh,
good.
He's like, I didn't mean it.
I'm sorry.
Just let me pee everywhere.
I'm about to pee on myself if you don't accept my apology.
Did you guys not read the fine print in the I got a new dog contract that says cover the house in plastic for 3 months?
It's easier to just laminate the dog.
Yeah, what's up?
If you can try and attach that to his name, right? Ollie know.
Oh, Ollie know.
Right? If you attach it to his name, then he'll stop reacting to it just in regular conversation. He'll just react to it when you're talking to him.
Okay. So. We usually do try to do that. I think maybe he can tell the difference because there's my grandma runs a daycare, and so there's it's pretty often during the day where you got to tell kids no.
Yeah.
And he pretty much ignores that, but when he hears that and he knows that it's being directed at him, he starts getting soft. He puts his head down, looks up at you with his beady little eyes. Looks up and starts whining, and he won't stop whining until you pick him up and hug him and hold him in your arms. He won't move.
I just died in your arms.
I'm pretty much, even if you attach my name to no, I'm probably not going to stop doing
Neil.
FYI.
You gotta have the spray bottle for Neil.
Yeah, I don't know. I think even when he's outside, first of all, it's hard for him to go outside right now because it's there's fucking 6 inches of snow and he'll sink. No. But he found that out, by the way, last December. His little paws went right off the deck. He just started sinking into the snow, and then forward he just goes up to snow and he sniffs it, and anytime it gets on him, he just sort of starts yelping and runs back.
Oh, we've got a challenger to our skepticism in the chat.
Huh? What?
That's
a challenge. Oh, look who's back! Look who's back!
Welcome, challenger.
You want to handle this one, Christian?
Sure.
What's up, the guy named Christian?
Yeah. How skeptical are you of the non-existence of God? So we're skeptical towards positive claims, right? So I would be skeptical towards the existence of God. I'm not skeptical towards the non-existence of baby elephants on Mars, in the same way that I'm not skeptical to the non-existence of God, right? We're not skeptical towards negative claims. We're skeptical towards positive claims. So the answer is not at all.
That's exactly what I would have said.
But we will listen to whatever evidence you think you can bring to the table and evaluate it and go from there.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm glad you did the pedantry instead of me, so now we can steel man the question.
But thank you, Atheism is Dead, or I guess I'll call you the anti-Anthony Magnabosco, if you will.
The anti?
The anti-Magna Bosco. There we go.
Right. There you go.
On a scale of 1 to 100.
We just shorten that up to the anti-Bosco.
Can we just replace God and just realize how crazy this question is? How skeptical are you of the non-existence of leprechauns?
I think they just I think they worded the question poorly. I think they worded it poorly. Yes. I don't think they meant.
Oh, look at I can answer the follow-up too if you want to put it up.
Yes,
really easy answer to this.
Go ahead.
Our beliefs are not in the non-existence of God, right? So we don't assert that God does not exist. We would simply hold to the position that there has been no credible or reasonable evidence presented to convince us that a God exists, and therefore we hold an agnostic atheist position.
Yeah, that's the majority of atheists. There are some atheists out there that take a positive position.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That would be me. Of us.
And if you pick a specific God, then maybe I would.
If you pick a specific God, I could say that too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But to say that there's absolutely all the way. No being out there, I don't know.
I'm sure if I asked any of you guys, so what's your position on Zeus? You'd probably say, oh yeah, it doesn't exist. He's just a mythological character.
Yeah. Yeah,
I take it all the
can
way.
be specific.
Yahweh, El, whatever Allah you want to call them. It doesn't matter.
Oh, all the man-made
You've got
gods.
lots
I'm a positive.
All of them are
all the man-made gods.
The entire concept
Well,
of a god is man-made.
Yeah.
If I told you I had a pot of gold and I was going to give it to you, and it's just here in my room, and then I brought you to my room and it wasn't there, and then I went, oh, it's actually in the bathroom, and we went to the bathroom and it wasn't there, and I said, well, the pot of gold actually is like up in the mountains somewhere, and then we went all the way to the mountains and couldn't find the pot of gold, and they said, well, maybe somewhere out there's a pot of gold
up in the clouds.
What obligation would you have to believe that? You would just say, no, they're fucking it. There's probably a pot of gold, but like you. None of my claims.
Why would you be skeptical of the non-existence of the pot of gold? Like that's the question. Is it make sense from there, right? You'd be skeptical of
the a rainbow. Come on, right. I've seen them.
We've all seen proof that golds exists, and we've all seen proof that pots exist. So at least we have.
True. That's where my metaphor fell apart right there at the
end. Somewhere trickle down economics works.
In some possible world.
You can't prove that it doesn't on some planet out there.
Jen's pulling her hair out in the back, so she wants to come in and say, speak a little bit on this.
Okay. Hi, Jen. Jen has joined us. Although is being very... What?
But I do question my beliefs all the time. I do. If there's evidence for God, I'd love to see it.
Me too.
On the line with us, we have Genesis. You are on the air, Genesis.
Now you were on the air
twice. First time in a long time.
Once, twice.
Blasphemy. Give her a minute. Give her a minute.
Hey guys, check out my new background.
Oh. Zero.
Okay,
Zero
I don't even
misbehaving.
What do you guys make out of this?
That's nonsense.
So you're unconvinced, and your reasons are that there is no evidence. So you don't have any reasons for being unconvinced. Oh, it's just a category error. So I can clear this up really quickly. But you already know the answer to the question, so feel free to keep up. We're unconvinced because there is no evidence. That does not mean that there's no evidence to be unconvinced. They're just two separate category claims.
Can you guys hear me?
I think there's plenty of evidence.
So I want to answer so you guys don't question your beliefs thing.
Okay.
I questioned my beliefs so hard. I questioned if I was even human, and I found out I psychologically identify as a dog. So you know what? Fuck you. I question everything. Woof woof. Put me in the backstage now.
Thanks, Jen.
I would say that if you're in a PhD program like I am, your professors basically grind you into a fine powder as they make you question your beliefs.
Let me say a little bit myself here. I think the beliefs that we have, we should always be questioning. Of course, it just makes sense to do so. It'll also protect you in certain ways as well. And I believed in many, many things that I ultimately found out just weren't a real thing. So I'd like to think that my beliefs that I currently have, which I still question from time to time, especially if I think of something where I go, wait a minute, right? I still do that. But I like to think that most of the beliefs I hold currently are relatively in the path of actual real truth, as we usually define it. So truth to me is something that can be demonstrated, and I'm not meaning like somebody could come up to you and say, well, how do you, I had a tuna fish sandwich last Thursday for lunch. How do you prove that? How do you demonstrate that? Well, I can't, right? Okay. Someone's got some quite loud here all of a sudden. Okay. Sorry. This is quite loud. So I can't demonstrate that you had a tuna fish sandwich last Thursday. Right? I don't really have the means to do so. I mean, it's probably possible if I could find some sort of your genetic pattern in a fucking sewage plant somewhere. Maybe I could pull it out of there. But no. But when people make claims that are pretty lofty, to put it bluntly, that are pretty lofty, like the idea of something like this deity that most people ascribe to has been described as is pretty lofty. And I don't buy it. That's all there is to it. So I like to think that the things that I do believe are at least based somewhat in realism. Until I find out that some of them may not be, I discard them. And that's what I did with the God belief.
We even that's a really good explanation. We even got a follow-up question, just in case you wanted more irritation in your life.
Oh, I'm not irritated. I don't mind having these kinds of conversations. And actually, atheism is dead. And I'll say this on their behalf. Has never been an a-hole. We've had lots of these guys pop in here, like apologetics types,
right?
That are dicks. But atheism has been respectful and decent human being the entire time, and just curious and asking questions. So I feel no ill will towards them, or anger, or anything, or even annoyment. I will treat them as they treat us, right? So it's just how
I mean, fair enough, right?
Yeah.
I'll take another swing at this one. What are your reasons? Basically, I would contend that you don't have to have any reasons to reject, God's existence in general. Perhaps you have to have reasons to reject specific God models, especially if they produce positive evidence, right? Which almost none of them do. But there's plenty of arguments against God. There's argument from inconsistent revelation, problem of evil arguments, destiny of the unevangelized, arguments from poor design, arguments from parsimony, right? There's many different ways we could, go for Gnostic atheism, but you'd have to tell us what God you're talking about. Otherwise, we'd have to just sort of throw some shit at the wall and see what sticks.
That's right. Yeah. Ollie?
Somebody needs to turn off their TV.
Say again, what?
Is this you, the TV?
I can hear a TV in the background.
Yeah, it's weird to say that you need positive evidence in order to be unconvinced of something. So I could flim-flam you all day long. Is that what you're saying? Like I could just make any claim in the world, and if you don't have evidence that it's not true, you'll send me money? Is that how that works?
Snake oil salesman Jags.
No. Well, that's it, right? It's you bring someone an extraordinary claim, and then you demand that they refute that type of claim, and then give them access to only ordinary evidence. It's like it's fundamentally set up to be an irrefutable objection. If you say, for example, disprove the existence of something that is by necessity, not disprovable. It's like you're giving us a nebulous concept of God that doesn't have any attributes yet. So we don't really know how to.
Well, none thoroughly defined attributes. There's plenty of attributes that have been thrown around about this specific deity, or which version of them, so many.
Why am I going to dedicate my life to something I'm not convinced doesn't exist?
That's right. Or that does exist. I wouldn't dedicate my life to something that can't be demonstrated either. It just seems silly to me. I don't know what it is.
Well, as far as the poorly designed, the human body is a shit show of design. Especially, how thin your aorta is, cancers. The design of the human body is pretty much crap.
Yeah, I think atheism is dead is referring to like an intelligent design kind of thing. The appearance that somehow is, there's got to be some intelligence because everything works so well. Well, the problem is not everything works well. Right? That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not. I would say whoever designed the universe, if you want, as a whole encapsulation of us, automobiles, everything in general, the designer sucks, man. I'm sorry.
The Milky Way is on a collision course with Andromeda.
Exactly. Actually, they think now that we're already starting to merge with them. By the way, guys, we probably won't even notice. If it all happened during our lifetimes, we probably really wouldn't notice. So
yeah, everything's
that's how
so far apart.
Is. Exactly.
Yeah.
One day we'll hear a planet go by and go, "Oh, what the hell was that?"
That is the worst thing about Star Wars, is when they're like flying through an asteroid field and they can see all these asteroids around them.
Yeah.
You're like in the rings of Saturn at that point. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, the asteroid
even
belt
then, those are really far apart.
No, they're not like they make them up here for sure. But The rings would be that for sure.
You could
fly
close your
straight
eyes
through an asteroid. Yep, yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah,
you could close your eyes, set a course, and 99.9% of the time you wouldn't even see an asteroid.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the poor design questions, because a lot of times I'll see theists argue something like the universe is really well designed, but that's actually not the claim they have to make. They have to make the claim that it's perfect and non-arbitrary.
Right, because it says so.
Right, because God is not a being that is almost perfect. It is a perfect being. So the argument would be that a perfect God would create a universe without arbitration, without arbitrary things, and without.
For us, though. Remember, it was all created for us, which is why we can't exist in 99.9% of it.
Right, exactly.
The imperfection of the universe is actually more of an argument for polytheism than it would be for theism.
Yeah, if you had to pick of the two, yeah.
Not a universe creating deity, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I mean,
whoever that was needs to be fucking fired.
You know what? Actually, atheism is dead. I'm convinced. You're right. Mormonism is the true religion, and Joseph Smith was the prophet.
Give me them tablets.
Wait, what? No.
I believe in Jediism. I believe in
yeah,
Use
basically,
the force, Neil.
Atheism is dead.
Aren't the atheists you're looking for?
If atheism is that is still listening, the argument is not that if anything is less than perfect, then it logically follows that God doesn't exist. If your conceptualization of God is that God is perfect, then it would follow. So not all God models, just the ones that claim that God is perfect, right?
That's right.
Like Zeus, if Zeus was the head god of the pantheon, we would expect there to be a shitty Earth.
Dude, Odin could
And you would expect that, but like if you're conceiving of like some sort of maximally great being that has all of the omni attributes, that is like really good at creating universes, man, it just seems kind of weird that like 99.9% of the universe is pretty shittily designed.
Yeah, I always loved
it. Was his first try.
That's true.
He's lived forever, but he's the uncreated creator, whatever the fuck that means. But I mean, even if you got to think he's got the omni powers, like you guys said, right? So if that's the case, then he knows everything from the end of time till the beginning of time, or the other way around, whatever you want to do. So he knows everything that's ever going to happen. Even if it turns out we live in a multiverse, then he knows all that too. So every scenario that has ever happened, he knows already about, which means that he already knew Adam and Eve were going to fall in the garden. So it's a setup. Don't you get that?
Well, it gets even worse.
Yeah, well,
it gets even worse than that, in that God knows exactly what that God will be doing every moment of every time in all possible scenarios. So that God no longer actually has a will of its own.
That's right.
And neither does anything within its reach of knowledge. It is pure hard determinism.
Thank you very much.
Sure, and just because this one argument doesn't checkmate the fucking game, we're no argument on either side is a checkmate. We're building a body of evidence with many arguments, and we feel that the weight of the evidence leans very strongly in one direction.
That's exactly. Well put, sir. Exactly.
Now, if you want to claim that the God has knowledge of all possible outcomes, but not which one, then we take omniscience off the equation, but some other version of it, and we redefine it. We can work.
And even that's incoherent, Swede.
I know it is, yeah. But it needs a different answer than
right.
Just want to correct tons of mice. It's actually just omnial.
Omnial.
It's like just even conceiving of omniscience isn't possible. Like this idea that we can conceive of a being that knows all things, can do all things, like these attributes conflict with each other. And there's been many smarter philosophers than I that have given really strong rationales as to why these attributes don't make sense together.
Can God microwave a hot pocket so hot that he can't eat it?
I like that version better.
1.3.
By the way, I've done that.
1.3.
Like literally, the roof of my mouth just finished growing back last month, and I ate that nuclear hot pocket about 2 years ago. So
yeah.
Everybody loves that flap of skin at the top of their mouth.
I show it off on the bus and stuff. People, that's how I get a seat.
If God was real, then why is it hard to get a good cooked hot pocket?
Why did you let me over and fucking heat them?
Why is one side nuclear
always
and the
burn
other
on the
side
edges?
frozen?
Yeah.
There's a great read, I think, that Atheism is Dead might like to take a look at. I forget the author of exactly who it's by, but it basically outlines
them away.
Well, probably, but it like outlines a universe where like any existence of imperfection needs to be permitted by a perfect God. So if imperfection were to exist, it would have to be consciously permitted. And then there comes to like the idea of like, okay, well, we would say that like evil/sin in a Christian worldview is an imperfection. Therefore, God has to sustain or not object to evil. In which case you get into like the problem of evil stuff, right? So there's a whole laundry list of ways you can meaningfully object to this. But again, even if none of that was true, the best objection is that you haven't supported the claim.
And we haven't even defined God. I don't know what we're talking about at all.
Well,
like
we always have to
about
fill
Yahweh.
the gaps for them.
Yeah, are we talking about Yah?
Tons of Mice's question. They haven't made a weed strong enough that I can't smoke it, so I don't know that weed exists. Sorry.
Atheism is dead. Are you talking about the Christian God? Are you talking about Yahweh? Is that what you mean?
Convincing for the non-existence of God.
Yeah.
We don't give evidence for negative claims.
No,
you can't have negatives for negative.
So I guess you believe in unicorns and leprechauns and stuff too, right? Atheism
Also,
is dead.
teapots that orbit the sun.
At Russell.
Well, they do have unicorns in the Bible. You noticed the tweet I put out earlier today, or was it today or yesterday? But apparently they didn't survive because Noah came out and said, "Fuck, unicorn pie is awesome."
39 days into the Ark voyage.
I have to ruin everybody's fun, and they're talking about a rhinoceros in the Bible when they talk about a unicorn. Really, go read it again, and you'll see that they're absolutely talking about a rhinoceros.
Yeah, it's rhinoceros unicornus.
Yeah,
but like even if we think of like the argument from design claiming that like complex things need designers, right? Is God not a complex thing? It's like why is God exempt from this rule? If not for special pleading.
Special pleading.
Yeah. I got my tub of God putty over there in the corner, so can fill in all the holes.
If all we have to do is just say that some things are just exempt from rules, then why can't the universe be exempt from that rule?
That's right.
It's like if we can arbitrarily remove the rule, it's like, well, then remove it one step earlier.
Yeah, why can't Waldorf and Statler be God? Can you imagine that, Neil?
What's if they were gone?
If they were God?
Oh,
is
no,
there any evidence for the non-existence of Emperor Palpatine?
I don't know. He has movies. There's lore.
How
Arguably
many
more
manuscripts? How many
Right.
manuscripts?
A lot of them. A lot of them. And they're contemporary.
This is the one that I just picked up at the store the other day. Just so you know, it's about $12.99, I think, was what we got there. So let me find it right there. There we go. I just picked this up. It's good stuff. It works for pretty much anything. You can just fill in all the cracks there with that if you'd like.
Christian, I was going to say
Canadian Tire carries it. I got mine for my free from my Canadian Tire bucks.
We have contemporary writings about Emperor Palpatine from the Book of Luke.
That's true.
Yeah, but didn't he copy off Mark?
Oh, God,
that was good.
Oh,
that was
wow.
really good. Wow. Okay, we got to
I'm
give
gonna
no props
sleep
for that.
good
That was
tonight.
fantastic.
Jesus, man, that was beautiful. That was like satisfying.
Would you like a tissue?
I feel warm inside. Like, there's
Wait,
no
maybe
evidence for the non-existence of
just-
Russell's teapot.
Yeah, I
And
was
if you're gonna
just
say
gonna
the
say that.
existence
There's
is
no evidence.
The evidence is actually there is, and it's that we know who made up that silly idea, and we kind of know who made up Yahweh too. Like, we don't know exactly, but we have a pretty good idea of where these stories came from and how they evolved. So
Yahweh is just a link in the chain of made-up deities. Period.
You're
That's
you're
all it
right
is.
though that unicorns and Russell's teapot are not the same as God, because those are things that could actually possibly exist and have real attributes that make sense.
Yep.
yeah, they
Well,
fit coherently
teapot
into our
would
understanding of the universe. Yeah.
Right, right. I guess I mean like a floating teapot in the middle of space.
Right, somewhere between Mars and Jupiter, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Some-
Somebody call
somebody-
Elon Musk and tell him to.
You know what?
Why do you think he's
we
going to
should get
space?
him to do that.
I have a box here. It has my pet dragon in it. Do you believe?
Oh, he's going to
Hey,
tell
there is no evidence that it doesn't exist in there, so therefore I'm a believer.
Yeah, that's right.
There's my pet dragons in here. Does everybody believe? Do you believe atheism is dead?
The question is it alive or
Does this
dead?
make me a box theist now?
Box theist.
I am
really
God.
I want to know whether before observing it, whether it's alive or dead, though.
Well, it's kind of petrified.
See, now that but now that we've observed it, I wanted to know before we observed it.
I can't believe
You don't have any plutonium in there, do you?
He's out here like
Hold
I want
on.
novel testable predictions, homeboy.
Hold on here. See, all he did right there, all he did what the claims of these gods couldn't do. He
Exactly.
actually pulled it out and showed it to them.
That's right.
Although I bet this person would argue that God has done that through
Yeah,
insert
yeah.
arguments here.
Very likely. Yeah. But then there's still just
I think
claims.
we're just
His
all
was an
really
action,
easy to
that's
bait.
still just claims.
That's true.
Well, yeah, we are.
You would argue that like a god wouldn't leave the destination of people's eternal souls to a math game on whether or not you can properly understand the arguments.
Souls aren't real either, man. Sorry.
I would say that if that there's a person in our community that put it best. If a theist came up to me and said, "Look, I have my reasons. They're personal. I wish I could communicate them to you, but I can't. It's my belief, and I'm going to leave it at that." I will have zero problem with that person.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree. Right? Your belief is your belief. You have something that some reason.
And you had a personal experience or whatever it is.
Sure.
That you
Unfortunately,
say-
for most theists, they've barely gotten their trousers off at that explanation. And then they're going to start talking about how they hate gay people too.
Right. Yeah. That's basically.
and then
These
they're
people-
only 3 questions away from the Jewish question.
Right. And then they start talking about banks and shit.
That's right. Remember, folks, your beliefs inform your actions, okay, and
True.
everything you say, and these have consequences. So there you go.
But I was talking with people that were right wing people about the thing going up and on Canada right there, and I was they were sending me links of proofs that the vaccine is terrible and everything, and it's all from sites that are less than 3 questions away from the Jewish question, and some of them were asking that particular question.
Some of them weren't even being casual.
No, I didn't. I've been here the whole time, Nicodemus. I've been here. What are you talking about? I wasn't with your people from your former church.
Wow.
Well, that's what Neil the 604 Atheist spent the last hour with people from my former church.
Oh dear God.
You guys are from Nicodemus's former church?
Oh my
Why
gosh.
didn't you tell me?
I had this lady who came up to me at a Red Robin here in Wisconsin, and she must have noticed that I was wearing like a secular T-shirt, and she had sort of went by me and she said, "Did you want to talk about God?" And I said, "I do, but I don't think you do." I was just like, I just want to warn you that this isn't going to go well for you. like you go to church on Sunday, like you've never even heard of like the most simple objections to your God.
What I have to say,
like do you want me to get out my research document? Like, let's talk.
I have it right here on.
Don't make me debate.
Here we go.
I just start taking out a fucking speech.
Don't make me debate. You wouldn't like me when I debate.
It's like Anakin. Don't make me kill you.
Yeah.
You brought her against me.
Mikey's not even paying attention to us anymore, you guys.
No, Mikey's got his mic muted. He's probably got the sound turned off and everything.
He's talking on the phone.
Talking to his wifey poo. He's,
Yeah. Keep showing us a picture of Zero being scolded in the background.
Picking his nose.
No, remember that thing we recorded, Neil?
Yes.
It's almost done.
Really?
Damn, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Is it good?
It's good. Hold on. I'm almost done.
You want to play it? You want to premiere it here? Or?
What more reason do you need? Atheism is dead. That's the thing. What more reason could you possibly need? Do you not get the comparisons we're making to all those other things? Tell us why we should accept something that there's no evidence for.
Sweet. Don't fuck turfs. They'll reproduce. I like it.
Oh, it's Ken Hovind in jail.
Prisoner 345-78398.
One of my favorite Easter eggs is at the end of Batman versus Superman. Lex Luthor's prisoner number is TK421. TK421, why are you not at your post?
I mean, I gave you other reasons. I guess you just weren't listening. Atheism is dead.
Where are we at now?
It said there's nothing to scrutinize so far because I haven't been given any other reasons other than there is no evidence. Well, sure you have. I told you. First of all, you didn't tell us what God you were talking about, so I assume you're talking about Yahweh. Yeah. And we know who made that up. And the Bible is all full of dumb bullshit that isn't real.
Arr, atheism is dead. Arr.
It's also the same reason I don't believe trickle-down economics works, because there's no evidence that it works.
Let's rephrase this: atheism is dead. So that's the reason you're an atheist, because there's no evidence. No. It's not that there is no evidence. Well, yeah, it is that there is no evidence, but there's more to it than just that. I'm also thoroughly unconvinced of the so-called evidence.
Based on my understanding of physics, there's no way anything like a God can exist. Especially you're pushed away far into the universe, God, that doesn't ever interact with us. In which case, why do I even care?
There's two Venn diagrams. There's evidence about a claim, and then there's evidence for a claim. There is evidence about the claim of God. There is no evidence for the claim of God. And if you confuse the two categories, you'll be a theist.
Or the evidence is poor, if I guess you could.
Sometimes
it's kind of a stretch to say there's no evidence.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why I talk about the person who says, "Hey, look, I had a personal experience. I can't explain it to you, and I'm not going to try to."
Right.
That's evidence to them.
Yeah.
It's unconvincing to me, but to them, it was a real life. It may, it was just chemicals in their head doing whatever. But
neurology.
I can't tell them that experience didn't happen or it wasn't what they thought it was, because what's the point?
You can tell them. It's up to them whether or not they want to be convinced of that. Right?
My response to this last comment by atheism is dead. Well, I'm not an atheist because there is no evidence for it, and because the evidence for it is also unconvincing. My response to that is okay.
Yeah, all right, sure.
Sounds good, man.
There you go.
Cool.
You can believe what you want. Atheism is dead. You can believe, if you want to believe in a God, then fine. Like if that's what's keeping you being a decent human being, then please keep believing.
Yeah, if I could believe in God, just keep it out of my schools, my legislator, and my personal life.
Yeah. Whenever people say stuff like, "I don't understand how anybody could have morals without a God. If I didn't believe in God, I'd be out there raping and murdering." I'll drive you to church.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great response.
Exactly. I'll drive you to church.
And I've actually heard people tell me that. I've literally heard people tell me that that's the only thing keeping me from shooting certain people. Okay, keep going to church.
Have fun on Sundays. I'll talk to you on Monday.
So Sunday afternoon is better for you.
Right, Mikey. Some of us don't need a supernatural governance to give us permission to act good to people. Others do, right? And the ones who do, if that's what you need to be good to people, use that to be good to people.
As Penn Jillette said, I have raped and murdered everybody I've wanted to. Which is no
steps being done. Welcome back, Jen.
I just want to say, like, there's no point in debating like if someone personally doesn't believe in something. Like you can't argue if someone doesn't believe in something, because who are you to say what they don't believe, right? So if they don't believe in atheism for the same reasons we don't believe in Christianity, who cares? But at the same time,
exactly.
But I also have a debate that involves spirituality but doesn't involve God.
What do you mean by spirituality when you say that, by the way?
So I don't know. Do you guys know what otherkin are?
Yes, I've heard the term.
I think I've heard the term.
I have a cursory familiarity with it.
It's people who either psychologically or spiritually identify with something non-human, and Therians specifically identify with animals.
But this would not be the same culturally as like the spirit animal.
This is not the same thing.
Okay.
This is so. My first round the horn question to spark this debate is, what is your opinion on the belief that someone can partially identify as non-human? And then my second part to this debate is, do you think someone can have the spirit of a past life of an animal transferred into them?
No.
No to the second one. To the first one, you can identify as whatever you feel comfortable with.
Same way, yeah.
To the first one, I am thoroughly unqualified to even speak on that subject.
I'll do the sweet answer. I don't know anything about the first one. The second one, no.
Yeah, the second one, I don't see any evidence that could happen. But you know what? I'm open to being presented with it.
So the evidence for this is all, unfortunately, like Christian evidence, subjective. But a lot of people report feeling memories of past lives.
Mm-hmm.
There's also something called
I used to believe I had one too.
There's also something called phantom shifting, where you actually feel limbs that aren't there.
Amputees have that quite a bit.
Yeah,
isn't that neurological?
But this is if you feel a tail that's not there, or ears.
I can't say I've ever experienced anything like that myself.
I think this might fall into you've had personal experiences that I don't think that I can relate to, but I'm not going to tell you that you aren't experiencing them.
I should mention I'm a psychological Therian. I believe it's all in my head and it's just some psychological quirk, like all my other psychological quirks. I'm not a spiritual Therian. So I don't believe that I'm a reincarnation of a dog.
Well, the reincarnation postulates that there is a form of an afterlife. And for that to be possible, it would have some way of identification. It would be a particle or something of some kind. And currently, we have not found anything that would be considered, quote unquote, we'll say, spirit particle. We haven't found anything like that. So You are required to have particles of some form in order to exist in this universe.
Right. And I don't know of any reason to believe that any part of the personality can survive the death of the brain.
Right. Once consciousness is gone, it's gone. It's created in the brain, and when the brain dies, the consciousness goes with it. It's unfortunate because it'd be cool if we could. I'm waiting for the day where we could just download our brains into a computer.
Me too. I would just live on the computer.
There's a movie about that with Johnny Depp in which he goes crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's a movie, sweet. Go ahead,
I want
Jen.
a robot body, but I want a robot dog body so I could just be someone's pet. That's just my main goal in life, is to be like a
Be someone's pet.
Yeah.
Not a bad goal. Imagine that life. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, like none of this human worries shit going on. All this.
Got to make sure you don't poop in someone's shoe.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be a robot dog. Do robot dogs poop? I don't think so.
It's dead batteries.
You could program them to if you're into that. I don't know, like
You
the
probably
other
could,
reason.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some doggy scat person out there that is all into that.
Yeah, I don't know. Check Pornhub.
It's all done. It's done, Neil.
Okay, be right back again.
I think you have to go. I think you have to go to X Hamster for that one rather than just
X Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Swede zinger coming in fresh and hot.
By the way, this theory and discussion went exactly as I thought it would. That like you'd be fine with people just identifying with whatever, but like, because I also don't believe in spiritual theoryism.
Oh, let me be clear. I know you already said you don't, but if some person believes that they are the reincarnation of an animal, that doesn't bother me that much.
Really harm you.
I don't see the harm in that. You're not trying to. If you start trying to convince me that it's true, assertively and trying to get my attention from chat, say, or whatever, and talking about it, then we could have a discussion. But I mean, I'm not convinced that it's true, but it seems like a harmless claim.
I can see how it could be harmful if you start taking on some aspects of certain animals. Right?
Yeah, you become
we are an animal.
And you start,
Yeah, we are animals.
Yeah.
Ejaculating everywhere like tigers do.
I'm sorry, what? Did you need tissues now? Is that what you're doing here?
I think Christian just went full bonobo on us.
Yeah.
You're lucky, Christian. Because my last load of laundry, I came up a sock short, so I've got a single sock if you like.
Oh, well, that's an image I didn't need in my head, but thank you.
Oh, you needed it in your head. Don't even lie.
Huge sock. Neil's feet are ginormous. That'd be the most, like a small sleeping bag.
Is it like a white tube sock? It's a great
sleeps too.
Christian, do you need that sock while you look at the two pictures you have of me up?
I also want to be in, Jen, or...
I don't need both. I only need one.
Jen, did you still want to be in, or do you want to be popped out?
I don't know.
I like having you in here and hearing you. I don't want to have to keep
I'll
reading
stay for
what
a
you're
bit.
typing.
I just don't want to be on streams too much because, like, I don't know. I'm in the middle of my transition, so I'm planning a
What a knockout! Wow. Sorry.
Well, easy there.
I'll stay here, but I'm not going to turn on my camera. I don't have a shirt on.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to have a camera on. You know that. Fuck.
Oh, Neil, it's done. You want to hear it?
Yeah. Let's hear it. Yeah, you're always welcome in here, Jen. Even if you're going through some stuff, we'll be here for you. Okay.
And we can all make fun of. Sweet.
From the Icewind Dale, Twitch, and YouTube, a story of cold hard roleplay and red hot dice, within the realms of frozen terror and general frivolity. That One Heroes presents Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Yeah, it turned out all right, eh?
Do you want to play the Unremarkables of Necros trailer?
Is that one done too?
Yeah, like it's not gonna get released anytime soon. This is not the official release of the trailer. This is like just like if I can find it.
Does Mikey have a copy?
I don't know. I think it's in the Google Drive somewhere.
You're muted, Mikey.
Oh yeah, I was coughing. Yeah, they don't know about the show yet because
He's got the Rona.
I have advertised it on so many of our episodes. If they don't, then they're not Nat One Heroes fans.
You caught me.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah.
I have advertised my show so much because I want hype for it. Like, I've put a lot of effort into writing it, and it's gonna be fun.
But it's not done yet, so no rush.
Yeah, but I want to show off a trailer because the trailer's pretty cool. Where's Google Drive? Why can I not find anything on my iPad? I'm so disorganized.
Do you have Google Drive on it?
Greg Locke found 6 witches in his church.
Yeah,
I remember hearing
that
about
video,
that.
and it scared
Fuck
me
off,
because
Greg.
it's like such cultish behavior.
He's such a
It's
douche
bizarre.
canoe.
Yeah, straight up. How do you
Okay,
know
hey,
she's
guys.
a witch? She looks like one.
It's 1:05 here. I'm gonna have to tap out.
All right, Ollie. Thanks for jumping in, brother.
Hi, Ollie.
Have a good night, guys.
See ya,
All right,
Ollie.
see you later.
All right, he's gone. Let's talk about him.
Where the heck is the Discord?
That'll
link
be
for
quiet. We don't have to hear the rest of fucking wherever the hell he is, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, somewhere there. In the background.
The Labrador Coast.
Labrador Coast. Yeah, there you go. The Maritimes. So we don't have to hear all of the Maritimes behind him.
Or as we Nordic people call it, Vinland.
Vinland? We Nordic people? Is there more one of you in the room? Is there more than one of you in that room there? Or
I'm sure
we?
some of you have some Nordic ancestry in you.
Oh, probably.
Who, me?
I said some.
I didn't qualify that
You
well.
have red hair. You are Danish as hell.
I'm
Head to toe.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I know we got a lot of English in us. English,
Well,
French.
where do you think the English originally came from? Because we invaded England kind of like 800 times.
All right, we're related. Yeah, I don't know. And I've got Italian, French, English, and I think Welsh. So.
The first 1,000 years BCE or CE, I should say. I meant are one of my favorite times to try to learn as much as I can about. The first, up to the Battle of Hastings.
Oh, I was there. It was obvious. It was awesome. It was great. I'm really old. Yeah.
So did that one guy really hold off the whole fucking?
Oh
wait, no, that was
a true story.
That story came out at the party afterwards, where he started telling everyone that it was just him, especially him, and 200 other dudes. But he just kept running around the party. He was trying to hit on all the pretty girls, right? So he's just trying. He told them all, "Oh yeah, I just held them all off by myself." Drunken party stories is what
he was also hyped up on whatever the drugs that they did ahead of time. The berserker drugs that they took.
Berserker drugs. Yeah, you got it right there, Neil, the 604 Highlander.
We own a Toyota Highlander, and since we name our cars, we call ours Duncan.
Really?
Nice. Duncan, not Connor.
Nope, Duncan MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod.
No, atheism instead. You keep getting this all wrong. All the evidence given for you can't give evidence for a non-existing thing.
That's not how evidence works.
It's not how it works. We need evidence for the thing claiming to be existing. You don't give evidence for something that doesn't exist. It's like here, right here. I just gave you evidence for something that doesn't exist because there's no evidence in my hand, so it doesn't exist.
Where did you even get the idea of God in the first place? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Would you be able to conceptualize God if you had never been told about it?
Yeah, good question.
Mikey, I'm gonna
think
ping
tonight.
you
I
in
like
the
it.
I'm gonna ping you in the Discord where it is.
The other question is if the Earth lost all of its literature, everyone lost their memories of literature, what's the chances that the Bible could be rewritten in its current form?
Well, someone else said something or postulated something almost identical to that. It says if we got wiped out, if every single human being got wiped out, and then more primates evolved into something similar to what we are, would religion be the same? And I'll tell you what, no, it fucking wouldn't.
Nope.
But I guarantee there would
get
be
to
some
the moon.
form of it. Yeah,
they'd still get to the moon
eventually.
Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to, they'd still be able to do math and cars and
They get to the moon on the computing power of a 386 DX16, which is what the entire lunar landing.
People use it as a
contains.
paperweight now.
Yeah,
like
Mikey,
your smartphone
check
has like a
Discord.
bazillion times that power. Check the Discord. Check the Discord, Mikey.
I'm looking.
But guys, I do got to call this quits pretty soon here because I got.
Wait, I just
45-minute warning.
You know who started that?
Unfortunately, like an idiot, I just uploaded it straight to Discord.
Oh no.
We're not against making claims. We're against people that don't back up those claims.
That's right. Yeah, I was just reading that same one.
Make all the claims you want. Just
monkey sweets on the moon.
I am a dog and I deserve all the head pats. These are my claims.
There's a bunch of Republicans that claim, cutting taxes makes poor people richer. It doesn't. But they keep claiming it, and we get mad because they present no evidence.
Yeah.
All right, I got it, Neil.
You got it?
Yep.
All right. So this is a
gather in.
Oh. Turn that down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to hear my voice that loud.
Some stories are about brave adventurers going out into an unfamiliar land to save the world inside the cauldron of an aeon hag. Some stories are about the end of a world and survivors trying to make it to the next day. These stories are about some remarkable heroes. And this just ain't one of them stories. Welcome to the world of Sigil. Welcome to the Unremarkables of Necros.
Shaboom.
Ba-bam.
Shaboom.
Oh, hey, Red. Long time no see. Awesome. Well, that's good. You guys have seen 2 previews tonight. All right.
Yep.
That's not hot.
Well, now that we got that out, and everyone got to have a little flavor.
Throw them.
I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I got to get some shit done, and I got to get up early tomorrow to take Mom out. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Doing breakfast?
That's what I do instead of going to church. I go out for breakfast with my mom. And it's way better. You don't get bacon at church, for fuck's sakes. Anyway.
But don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas, Neil.
Or if they start serving bacon at church, that's one way they could probably lure me in.
Yeah, they'll trap all of us back in there.
Soul food at church.
Yeah,
well, bacon is in soul food.
Chick-fil-A.
Hell yeah. I like the bacon. All right, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with us. My guest tonight was Skylar Matt. He was in here for the first, 20 minutes of the after party, but he had other obligations, so he took off. Also, don't forget that I was involved with the Recovering from Religion fundraiser that went on tonight. Also, there are links, I believe, in the chat somewhere to Recovering from Religion. The fundraiser link is somewhere there. If anyone would like, they can. Maybe I still have it here somewhere. Pop it in the chat there, and you can head over there and donate if you can. Or just share the link out. I think that's a great way of helping out as well. Thanks to my guest tonight, which I just mentioned, and Mikey, great job as usual. Thanks to my wonderful patrons. You guys rock. And I already said thanks to the chat, man. I did that first.
I got out of order.
I don't know. What's that? Out of order. I don't know. Anyway, no more of that shit. All the links to the other stuff that I get involved with is in the description box below, and the link to the original interview with Skylar is also in the description box below. If you missed it, you can check over there and there we go. Yes, Christian J just popped it about 150 times into the chat there, so one of those links will get you through. Because Recovering from Religion is a wonderful organization, and they help so many people. So please. I actually have their website linked also below, along with some other great helping type sites as well. That's it, guys. Thanks, everybody. And until next time, like I always say at the end of the interview, or at the end of the after parties, pardon me, like the late, great Carl Sagan once said, this one's for you, atheism guy. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And we will see you guys later on. Cheers.
Bye.